Cool. Well, session 5. We are all we finished the level up to 4, correct? Or do we have questions?
Good.
No, I'm good.
I think I'm alright, yeah.
Cool.
I think we're gravy.
Last session you marched south through the fog, made it to a mangrove where you found the little girls were the lost little girls from the chapel town were hiding with an old lady. She had a eye lookout system outside of the mangrove entrance, but she said that you guys could chill for the week. So that's where we're going to pick up, is at the end of the week. At the end of last session, the earth shook. You heard the massive echoing crack, as well as deafening roar. Throughout the week, you've done little walks and found that there is a huge crack in the earth just to the north between where the mangrove is and where the chapel was. That kind of spans from east to west as far as you can see. Dropping down a torch, you found that you couldn't find the bottom. It seemed like it just kind of kept dropping and dropping and dropping until the light passed beyond enough cracks that you couldn't see it reflect back up. You also know that the water that was kind of settling in the tunnels had receded after the crack. A cursory little venture without, breaking the rest, of course, revealed that it goes down into the north for quite a ways, and you notice that there's almost like burial elements to it. It's almost like a catacomb in this hidden crevice. To the east, you now see that there's it's almost like a massive tree shell. It's definitely hollow on the inside, but it's like a huge tree that had died and then just hollowed out. And to the west, there is the glint of a crystal outcropping. The marshy area that was there seems to have dried up within the last week, and it's almost a crackly, when the mud kind of turns into those rough valleys where it kind of starts to peel and crack away from itself. That's kind of what's going on everywhere. It's gotten pretty arid, and the fog that was hanging over the marsh has also dissipated. So you can see out to the edge of the horizon. So to the south, you can still see the mountains, and just barely to the north, you can see still the smolders from the chapel town flying into the air. So it seems like you could probably take the carts with you, but I'm not sure if you were planning on using them for something.
I mean, I think maybe we can get away with one, but I feel like taking 3 through a swamp is going to be really difficult.
So it's actually not swamp anymore, is what I was explaining. With the crack in the earth, the water that receded, the standing water in this area has dried out very quickly through this week, and it's arid, dry, deserty dirt now. So the marsh dried up when the water receded.
Okay.
Also, we have to anticipate that we have to carry enough supplies for the however other many NPCs are coming with us. So if we're not taking all 3, at least 2.
Kind of like this, but with even less water.
Throughout the week, you haven't seen anybody traveling, not from the north, but not even from the south, moving up. So it's been you got your rest in after this week.
Okay. During that week, can I take apart one of the wagons and make those spears?
Yes. Yeah. Cool. That's fine.
So
Can I make a suggestion? Oh, go ahead.
There's a spear for each NPC and probably extras if anyone wants one. They're a D8 weapon.
And throwable.
And
range,
throwable.
right?
Not
No.
big enough.
Not reach. Not
Okay.
reach, but it is versatile, so you can use 2 hands and it goes up to a D10.
Pretty
And
spicy.
it's technically one-handed. So you can wield a shield, too.
Mhm. So if anybody wants one,
Yeah. They're there.
speak up and mark it down.
Go ahead, Kat.
I was just saying that the rest of the cart, because I'm assuming you only took apart like the bars and that kind of stuff to make spears and maybe the wood, but I think if we kept maybe a few parts, like things like wheels and that, not a lot, but maybe just a few, so if anything with the remaining carts happens, like a wheel breaks or something, we have a
would be good.
Very smart. Yeah.
The wheels and the axle.
Desert? Hell yeah. Oh
Yeah, that would be good.
For sure. Mark those down just in case that happens.
Okay.
Everything else
We
is
can do that.
easily doable, but those things take time to create. So, like it. Smart.
Unless you got the magical paint.
I dig it. Right.
2000 IQ
And we've
move.
come
Boom.
full circle.
How many wheels should we keep?
Both.
Yeah.
There's
Hey.
4
No
wheels
risking it.
on.
Yeah,
on
there's
each
4
cart.
wheels. I was like, this
Both,
is like not
both.
a cart. It's a...
Yeah, both. Double.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We continue forth.
So you're inside the caverns with the old lady. This is the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
You start to hear almost a chant, just very softly echoing, almost like it's carrying across the desert.
Her voice.
It's almost like a
Not her voice.
not her voice. No, not her voice.
Okay. I'm gonna look to her inquisitively. Raise my eyebrow.
She doesn't know what it is. She can't see it because her eye kind of only perceives inside the mangrove itself. But you noticed it a little bit ago. It's starting to get louder though.
The north?
If you go outside, it's to the south actually.
Oh, okay.
And on the horizon, you see what looks like a band of carts moving towards you.
Oh boy.
Um.
Can we see if it's like the slaver carts?
Yeah. Can I get Baron to make a check?
You can, yeah. Perception.
Perception.
What the heck?
Do you want dice roller or are we going on honor system here?
Whatever works for you.
That's a
That's gonna work.
7 plus probably a 7, so 14.
14. It doesn't look like the slavers that you saw in the past, but they are definitely not like travelers. You can see that there's armor and spears sticking out from these carts. They look empty, but you can see there's like the people on the side that are pushing this cart are fucking booking it. They're charging forward as fast as possible. It looks like
Going north.
a slightly different end. North towards where this mangrove is. That
That
they can kind of see.
They're headed right towards us, or are they like going past us but heading north?
Straight towards you.
Great.
Oh boy.
I would like to prepare a small healing potion.
I'm gonna ask this
can't-
lady, what kind of visitors come through the mangroves? Any ever?
The only ones that have come so far, they haven't stopped here, but it's been bandits, I believe, of the White Hand. It's the insignia that we can see from here at least.
And they
And that
leave
was
you alone?
Infrequently. Yeah, they've left us alone. They haven't investigated the grove. It seems like they're just trying to push through the marsh for the most part. Usually it was every 3 to 4 days, but this last week hasn't had anybody come through, as you know.
if the rest of the party is around me, I'm gonna suggest we just take as much as we can inside and then hide whatever doesn't fit inside and just wait this out.
Oh yeah.
While
sounds-
you're kind of gathering everything inside as a group and making sure the numbers are right, that there's nobody lost, you realize that the 4 young girls are missing. They're not here right now.
Gosh dang.
4.
The
Oh.
3 girls from the town,
Right,
as well
right,
as Avars's daughter. The witch says, I saw them go out earlier. They split up, though.
Oh god.
Why did they leave and why didn't you tell me?
Like, they've
When
been
did
going
they
out
leave?
frequently throughout the week. They're girls, like, they're just kids. They want to go play. They've been going out.
Lady, do you not understand what happened to the entire planet? All of existence. Everything has changed. Everything has gone to shit. Yeah?
We can't keep them sheltered forever. They have to explore. They have to
No
understand
shit.
this world.
We're walking across the entire fucking planet with
You said there was
20
people
extra
coming, right?
people. What?
You said there's people coming, right?
Yeah.
After speaking with Baron, you kind of get an idea that they're probably going to make it here in about 15 minutes. The lady tells you, like, listen, if they split, they probably went to the gems or the crystals as well as the tree trunk. There's not enough time to get there and get back and then go to the other and get back. So if you're gonna go find them, you're gonna have to get them quickly and then split up.
I'm gonna ask her how confident she is that the girls will avoid trouble if they see it. Are they in a good place? Are they hidden among the mangroves that people who haven't hidden among the mangroves wouldn't know to look? Or would
I
just
mean, they're
have
girls.
the worst
They would
time
probably know
getting
to
to
try
it?
and hide behind stuff, hide inside of the hollow tree. But if somebody was to do a cursory check, I would expect them to be found. At that moment, Baron kind of pops back in, kind of huffing and puffing. He says
I
the
got a
band peeled
question.
off. One to the east and one to the west. There's 3 groups now.
I got a quick,
Yeah.
sort of outside of game question. Has my daughter been exhibiting this behavior throughout the entire week since we've been here? Like,
Which
does she run-
behavior?
does she run off with the girls?
Oh,
without
absolutely.
letting
Yeah.
me know
Like,
all the time. Cool.
These are the first girls that she's
So-
been hanging out with the whole time.
Great. So during that week, I'm going to change one of those alchemy jugs to sending stones, and I'm going to give her one of those stones, because there's no fucking way I'd let her
Okay,
not go out without a cell phone.
that's fine.
Great.
That's gonna burn burn one of your slots, right? Is that like a daily thing or like?
No. It's until I
Okay.
change it. So
Okay, cool,
sometime
cool.
during the week, probably after the second day, Avars is going to get a bit nervous and do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. So your daughter has a sending stone, and you have the other one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to let her know trouble is on the way, and to, I trust her with her training and time spent with Ida to make the best judgments of where to hide, and I will let them know when it's safe to come back, and we'll meet back up.
It's quiet for a second, and then you hear a response. It's your daughter. She seems panicked. She says that there's 2 carts rushing at them right now. She was watching them roll in. She was gonna radio, but they're coming towards where she is right now. There's no place for us to hide.
Is she in the
Okay.
where the tree is, or where the
No,
crystal
they're
is?
just out in
She's
the
at the
open,
crystals.
which
She
is,
says she's at the crystals.
yeah, wherever in between us and the carts is where they are, I'm assuming. I don't know
let me
where the
pull up.
crystals are because there's no map. All right,
Let me
I
pull
guess I'm going. Who wants to come with me? My
West
daughter's
has the
out there.
dried trees, east has the crystals. But I'm gonna pull up a little map really fast for us.
I will go.
Great.
I'll come with.
I'm gonna put on my armor, which makes a bunch of strange sounds, and you're gonna see light kind of start from my elbows, get brighter as it goes into the palm.
What kind of armor is it?
The infiltrator.
Is it like light armor, heavy armor?
Yeah, it's still the leather, but I choose a arcane armor type when I wear it.
Okay. Alright, drawing that little thing.
I have a 5 foot faster movement, advantage on stealth checks, and I launch lightning from the palms of my hands. Casually.
Dang, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Let me stream my screen really fast. Do this. Stream this one. Go on it. Let it.
I have a
Okay.
quick logistics question.
Yeah.
When I cast spells, healing spells, I can add 2 extra hit points. Does that count towards my my herbalism kit as well, or is it just spells?
Run that by me again.
So every time I do a healing spell, I can add 2 hit points to the healing spell. That's just something I get because of something that I don't remember. But is it only for spells, or is it for everything that has to do with healing?
I don't remember what it's called. I think if it's a cleric thing, I think it applies to everything.
Okay, well, you can make that decision.
Yeah, is a
Go ahead
is a
and send it to
potion
me. I
storing,
don't know what it is.
Is a potion storing a spell, or is a potion its own thing, basically?
Oh, a
Right.
potion's definitely yeah. A potion's a potion. It's not a spell.
Okay. Then, okay, thank you.
Okay. Can you see the rough map on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this distance is 15. Oh Jesus Christ! 15 minutes.
Okay.
This distance is 17 minutes. And this distance is 17 minutes. The distance from here to here is 10 minutes.
Okay. The circle is a what?
And where the
Is
card
This
the
is the
mangrove.
mangrove. Yeah.
So 2 people go to each place.
And what's in between
Essentially.
the mangrove, the crystal, this oak tree, and us?
So
Is it
this
just flat
is
open field?
just flat open marsh, or well, what used to be marsh. It's now just like flat, crumbly dirt. There's 2 girls here, and then 2 here, and then the rest of the NPCs. Oh, geez, NPCs, not NPCs. NPCs are here.
Wait, why aren't we with the NPCs?
You are. I'm just like this
We
is
haven't
where
left
like
yet.
the 2 girls, and then everybody else.
and then-
is
And then
here.
at the bottom are the carts coming?
Yeah.
Correct. This is the split. So 2 carts are headed off to the crystals, 2 off to the tree, and then it looks like the main group with the 2 alongside is still heading straight for the mangrove.
Okay. While I'm putting on my armor, I'm gonna ask my daughter how many people she saw.
She sees the 2 carts. She also reports
With
back
0
the
people.
same thing that Baron saw. There's people on the carts. There's 4 per cart.
Okay. Are they wielding weapons?
Looks like they're just fucking like they're holding on to bars.
Ilza,
It looks like.
watch your
what's that?
language. Dropped in the
Oh,
F-bomb.
sorry. She says that they're holding on to bars that they're like pushing alongside the cart. So there's like the cart, and then next to the wheels almost is like the guys that are just running as fast as they can, pushing it. You still hear that same it's getting louder though
Do the guys look
as it
weird
kind
at all?
of carries. These guys, they're bald. Well, you can't tell that they're bald. They have like shrouds that cover over their eyes and then down over their shoulders. It looks like they're wearing almost like belly shirt, but like made of like leather cloak on the top. And then just like almost like a loincloth, and they're just like with their sandals, they're just fucking barreling towards each of these directions.
Is there a body of water anywhere near the crystals?
There is not.
Okay.
There is a lot of dry desert looking land.
Is there a body of water past the crystals?
There's not.
What are the
It looks like
mangroves in?
So the
They were mangroves until the cracks, fissures
Yeah.
happened or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, the water's receded. So the mangrove is still retaining some water, but you can tell that it's starting to get a little dry.
Okay.
I'm going to go. I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, if you need to run off to save your daughter, I can go to the other two. I have some spells
Staying
that
in
can
the
keep us
center
hidden.
one. Just because there's a lot of people here.
So Ira's staying in the middle.
Yeah.
Avars is going to the crystals.
Yeah, that's where my daughter's at.
Gren's going to the tree trunk. Cat's where he's going.
Well, I'm just saying there's Izzy as well, so maybe Izzy stays behind with Ida.
There's
And
also Baron.
oh, that's right.
Baron can probably stay with me, right? There's probably lots of
think-
places to hide and shoot from.
Sure.
Yeah. What would Baron think is like the most tactical spot for him to be in? Because I'm gonna
So-
take one of the other ones that aren't here.
Right. He thinks
I'll
kind
take
of splitting
both,
up the powers is a good idea. So having 2, 2, and 2 is probably a good idea. There's still a lot of people coming at us, so we're going to have to be very tactical if an engagement begins.
Ida, how fast can you run?
30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, wait. And then
Aren't you Tabaxi?
on my first sprint, yeah, I can run double that.
Kat, do you have any more haste?
I have 1 speed potion, and my speed is a bit faster than everyone's. I can go 35 feet just normally.
Yeah, I'm at 35 now too. You, I, and Izzy can run to my daughter's. The carts are split off in 2 directions. They're not coming to the center.
Yes, they
So
are.
there's
There's 3 groups.
the leader with 2 carts that's still heading
So there's
towards the
3
mangrove.
carts in the center.
Yeah.
The 2 carts that are heading to the crystals and the 2 carts that are heading to the tree trunk.
I'm gonna ask the witch if there's a door to this cave that she can close.
There's the entrance.
Right.
I don't really have a way to
They're
close
not
it.
a door.
Um,
Okay.
I have my eye.
Doesn't have a big rock she can move in the way. A tree that can get up and walk over.
Nope.
Okay.
A little.
It's a big pitch black hole.
Yeah. With the eye hanging over it and the wards all over. But yeah, so I have Avars and Izzy going to the crystals, right?
At least.
Ira's staying at the camp. Grem's going to the tree. Kat, where were you going again?
Well, I'm trying to. I mean, the way Kat makes decisions is by where she's going to be most needed. So, is anyone?
It's you and Baron that are left to decide.
Another person should probably go to the tree, at least.
Agreed.
Yeah, it should not
Do
just
you want to
be
go, or does Baron want to go?
Whoever's the stealthiest.
You know what? I think Baron should go, just because as someone who's a healer, for me to be too far off from the center, at least from the middle, I
Yeah.
could somehow get to either place very quickly if need be, or already be in the center.
Sick. All right. Do you guys just kind of make the plan? Hands in the middle, fucking break?
I'm going to toss Cat my sending stone.
Okay.
I'll talk to you when we get there.
Do I know how to use this?
Just click it.
Cool.
You click. It's very simple. Click and talk. And we're off.
Alrighty. You guys make it out of the mangrove. Start bolting. You can easily see across the desert that each of these groups are bolting towards these same places. It looks like you each have seen each other at this point. Do you do anything on the way?
Yeah, Izzy's gonna give me inspiration.
Okay. Other group, are you doing anything on the way, or are you just booking it?
I am going to just... no, I'm alright right now. I'm
Okay.
gonna stay low and... There.
People at the mangrove, are you doing anything, or just trying to keep everybody inside and quiet kind of thing?
Keep everybody inside.
I think keep everyone on side. I think if we could have some volunteers who could be towards the front, so that if worse comes to worse, they're the first to meet opposition, should it come to that, would be the...
I don't think the civilians should be the first to face.
No, not the first to face, but I'm saying like
the ones that are stronger kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're not outside or anything, but you've got everyone in the far back who's like not gonna really see action versus people towards maybe not even in the corridor, but just towards the corridor who could, if need be.
Is the entrance facing south or north?
So the entrance, it's just like a hole in the middle of it, almost. Like it seems like the trees are equidistant around this, almost like a rocky outcropping in the middle of this mangrove, and then the trees grew around it. So it's like right in the middle. Tree branch, like the tallest little tree is kind of reaching over with its arm, and that's where like the string with the eye is hanging over it. But it's right in the middle.
And the hole is like a drop, or is it like a ramp-ish type?
Yeah, kind of like ramps and winds in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be waiting close to the entrance, but like in the shadows.
Are you going to do anything? Do you guys want to do anything to try and like cover the hole, or are you just like hiding out inside?
I don't think we have any loose time.
No,
You've got like 10 minutes. 12 minutes. Drag a couple logs in front of it.
Yeah,
they can hardly get into.
I don't know if anybody has like illusion or something, but
no.
The thing is, they can already see us. Like if we were to walk out, it's like, oh, we're here.
Not one that lasts.
And I don't want to use
20
things. I don't want to use things that are obviously looking like someone's been here, right?
Put some logs in front.
Yeah.
Take that. Wow, no.
Make it look like it's long forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, it would look long forgotten anyways if no one can see anyone inside the hole.
I would just say make it as unappetizing to just take a break at the mouth of the cave, right?
Yeah.
Especially with what I'm assuming is probably going to be orc-like beings.
Just terrible things.
I mean, thankfully, right, it's so dark in there.
Yeah, we can drag some logs over and just like kind of make it look like the entrance has like been fallen into or something.
It's a good idea. I like the fallen in.
Looking goofy, working again.
If we could collapse the entrance a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of an option, but I don't know if you want to do that. Okay, cool. Well, for the 10 minutes that it takes to get out to the girls, you see the cart on each of them still heading straight towards each of these locations. 10 minutes in, the middle group has made it this far, and this far, basically like a little bit more than halfway on each of the wings. But each of the groups has also made it to the girls. NPCs are chilling. Cat, Ira are kind of posting up at the door. Avars, as you kind of arrive, you notice the two girls instantly hiding behind these crystals. They're reflective, but when you get close enough to them, they're very clear. So you can see right through and see where the girls are hiding. People at the trunks, like I said, or like I was kind of alluding to, it's basically just a big hollow tree. So looking in through the middle, you can see them hiding up inside, trying to post up a little bit. You also notice that the carts on the wings have started to lean in, like they're trying to kind of cut off in between on each side. Oh, Chiba. But they've changed their direction ever so slightly, just in case. But the middle is still there. 5 minutes out, 7 minutes, in distance, right back to the middle.
Cool. So, Izzy's gonna grab the one girl. I'm gonna grab my daughter. I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself. He's gonna cast Long Strider on himself, and then we're gonna run back to the place. That means we're both 50% faster than 30 feet per round, so it should take 7 minutes to get back to the center, which means by the time they get to the crystals at 17 minutes, we'll be back at the place.
Okay.
Nah.
People at the tree trunk, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to lean in, and with my hand, I'm going to kind of like put my finger up to my mouth and go, shh. I cast Druidcraft really quick and kind of like spawn this cute little flowers for these two little girls, being like, hey, look, we're trying to get you out of here. And if they follow me, I'm going to go ahead and cast Pass Without a Trace on our way back.
Okay.
The concentration.
Pass Without Trace do again?
It's a +10 to spell check everyone within a 30-foot radius that I determine, and no one can track us unless they are magical and can determine that we have been there. Oh.
Okay. Are you staying there, or are you like bolting back?
We can move with it. It's just a concentration thing. So I can move it along with myself and as many other creatures within a 30-foot radius. So you can't be tracked except without magical means. A creature that receives this bonus level leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. So
Okay.
it's like a level up from Harry Potter's, invisibility cloak.
Cool.
Head back. Make some concentration checks if I need to. Lasts up to an hour. So.
On your way back, the carts continue to change direction, and they're going to cut you off.
Naturally.
They see you guys on the horizon. Like they're gonna be changing their direction the whole time, trying to they see people running. So these guys, 7 minutes, 3 minutes away. That's where they stop and kind of catch you. Same as on this side, they can actually get you a little bit faster at about 5 minutes. But we're gonna kind of count these all as at the same time, just for brevity's sake. And then these guys will make it to the center also. We'll start at the swamp.
So how far is 3 minutes?
So 30 seconds, or 30 feet is 6 seconds.
45 feet is 6 seconds.
For the 10 minutes is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Calculation. So let's do this. 80, and then got 10 of those. 3,000 feet, so under a mile.
Is 3 minutes?
Mhm.
Okay.
This is
So less than
helpful
half a mile.
for people with bows. Thank you.
One more time?
Sorry, that's helpful with people with bows. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can pull up the numbers if needed. We'll just work backwards from.
And
what
how
time it's
fast are these
started
creatures
already.
moving with the carts?
So they're just humans. They're dashing with the carts, and since there's 4 of them on the cart, they're not taking any disadvantage to movement. Since they're just fucking barreling towards you as fast as they can.
So they can move 60 feet a turn, right?
Right.
And me and Izzy are moving 90 feet a turn.
Right.
Okay.
So they're
we're gonna
basically
run
cut
in
you
a
off.
we're gonna run in a way that like they're gonna try and cut us off, and we're just gonna arc around it. Maybe spend a
So, like,
minute more.
Going this way and then head up like this almost.
I mean, I can't draw on your map, so I can't tell you.
I'm just asking, like, if you're going north
Yeah,
and then
so
wrapping
I'm
around,
assuming-
or, like,
I'm
you're not
assuming
going
at-
south and wrapping around.
No, I'm assuming at like the 6-minute mark, we see that they're like changing direction, and that's when they can see us. So at that
Okay.
point, then we'll do this little question mark move. But
Cool.
we're not gonna engage. We're gonna go back to the mangroves.
Okay. We're still gonna hang out at the mangroves because that's the first thing that's gonna occur. The people inside can kind of hear the carts outside, the people kind of stomping and talking and gruff voices outside. That chanting also stops. The witch, her eye, you can see it outside through the darkness, kind of twitching around just barely. And you hear the thickness of the branches start to rustle
Into the thick of
as bodies enter the mangrove. It seems like they look around for a little bit. You hear them say, "Going in the hole," and then another one says, "It's gonna make us either way." And then shortly after, into the darkness, you can. Do either of you have dark vision?
I do.
Yeah.
For 60 feet.
Both of you have dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I thought you were the two with dark vision. So you see this guy kind of holding his hands against the wall and trying to work his way in. He's about 15 feet away from you at this point.
And there's only one guy?
One has entered so far.
Okay. So I'm gonna take out a hand axe and try to sneak and like slash his throat real quick. Very silently.
Do you want
with
to
an axe.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, what? To be in the what?
Brutal.
I have a dagger, if that's...
That would
More
be
your-
better, but I mean, I
Give a
don't
metal
know if
cord.
you have a dagger, so. And I'm not gonna talk to you if
Okay.
I see this person.
Avars is gonna make you a
Roll.
metal cord.
Roll stealth. Or like sleight of hand or whatever it is. If you're trying to make a delicate attack.
It's a 7.
So roll the you're just gonna auto hit because like your bonus is what, 3 or like 4
Or what?
for an attack.
It's a 5.
Yeah, so you're trying to hit a 14 on these guys, so you definitely auto hit, but you don't strike the neck like you want. You strike a little bit lower. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay.
Are they grappled?
I'm not trying to grab them, I'm just.
You got them by
You're
the
trying
neck.
to trying to axe him in the neck is what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Trying to ask
quick
you a
chop.
question.
That's a 5.
This guy shrieks as the
Oh.
blade digs into his chest. But he's dead. Like, he drops.
Okay.
Um,
And I retreat. I'm retreating back into the darkness.
Into the
you hear
dark.
you hear the voices say, "There's people inside."
Great.
There it is. About
And
On
time.
our way back. Wait.
No, let him go in. We'll pincer him.
Kat, what are you doing? You just saw this guy die, and you heard the people outside.
Right. We're gonna do. That's within 30 feet. Give me a second. There's so much to do. Let's wait on that. For right now, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
I mean, ready in action. Cough,
Right.
cough.
Yeah. Right. That's what I was
Yeah.
just about to say. What are you waiting to do? Are you waiting to do a specific thing when somebody enters? Are you waiting to heal or?
How about just well, I can see, I guess. I'm going to ready my short bow so that if someone comes I can just start picking them off in the dark.
Sick.
They
Sick.
can't see and I can, so.
Over at the tree group, you're intercepted by these carts. Unless you want to pull a maneuver like the other group did, where you're kind of running away, they are going to intercept you if you make that straight shot.
Are like completely cloaked.
So
Do they see
Cloaked-
us?
yeah,
leaving?
they see you straight across the plain. They're not trying to track you or anything. They're just seeing you run straight across. You can like have that slot back if you used a slot on that, because the tracking, they're not like looking for your tracks and trying to find where you went after this. They're just seeing you run to the tree, run back away from the tree. I wasn't sure if you had a different plan for that pass without trace.
I just thought that totally like got rid of us for a bit. Okay. Well, whatever. I don't have a backup plan, so we're just gonna keep hauling ass, and I will hold a spell on our way.
They are going to they're going to intercept you unless you move. So if you're holding a spell, you can go ahead and use that spell.
All right. Well,
Is there
then in that
engaging with
case, I will. All right. So I will use a wild shape, expend one of those to power up really quick,
Mhm.
and basically just push everyone else out. So everyone else just keep going, and or get away from this place as much as you can.
You're sending
And,
Baron and the girls
Yeah.
back to. Okay.
And everyone's getting close to me, or I will let everyone get as close as they can to me. Basically just kind of whittle them down. People within the 10-foot radius of me take 1d4 damage. Of my spores. Get a bunch of buffs to my health and necrotic damage.
Cool.
And if anyone gets close enough to me, I'm going to use Thunder Wave and blow them back.
Sick. Baron is going to keep running with the girls. I don't know if somebody has Baron's sheet because as he runs, he can like pop off an arrow or two as he runs away before he gets out of range, I would assume.
He should have a +7 to hit.
Okay.
On a D8. I know he's got a longbow.
So Grem, each of your turns, you can roll for an infantry attack from Baron if you'd like. But the first couple are going to step to you. 4 of them are going to start surrounding you, and the other 4 are going to stay by the carts with their javelins. The ones that approach you are each going to try and move in and strike at you. So is it as they enter that 10-foot range they take some damage?
When a creature you can see moves into a space within 10 feet of you, it starts its turn. You can use a reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage. Doesn't specify how many creatures. It's just kind of like as many as
Just
come
an
in.
aura, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of
And-
constant.
Okay, cool. So as long as they stay inside of it, also. So they're each gonna come in. They're gonna make their attacks and take their damage. So if you want to roll the damage on each of those,
Actually, also with that with the or entity thing that I used my wild shape with, when you deal your Halo of Spores damage, roll the damage die a second time. So it would take 2d4 damage coming in now.
okay, cool. Tell me if any of that damage totals on each of them are over 5.
Okay.
2d4. Jeez.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Both of them are 4s, so 12 total damage. One that comes in.
So wait, did you rolled 2d4 plus whatever for each of them, or so 12 to each person? Okay. 3 of these attacks are gonna.
It's just
are
a
gonna,
max roll, that's all.
are gonna strike at you. So each of those are gonna be 3 damage.
It's up to 28
Oh,
right
sorry,
now, so.
4 damage, because they're all buffed. But then they all fucking die.
I
because of
take the
Halo
spears,
Spores.
and as I take the spears, you'll see like little mushrooms kind of like seep into the wounds and kind of like start to close them up. But I look beat up, not feeling great, but like I'm like, come at me, you curse.
Yeah, you're like using that taunt them almost.
Essentially, yeah.
Coolio.
To make myself as big as I can as a halfling.
If you want to roll your strike from Baron on one of the people that stayed at the cart, you can go ahead and do that.
Does he?
D20 plus 7 to hit. I'm trying to hit a 14 on these guys, and damage it's a longbow, I think.
Yeah.
So
D8.
like a D8 plus something.
You had to hit a what?
D8 plus 3.
14.
15. Okay, so 15.
Yeah, cool. So it's definitely gonna hit.
And damage is what? D8?
Plus 3.
D8 plus 3. Cool.
9 damage.
Okay, one of the guys by the cart drops. They continue to keep running, but then we're gonna go over to the Crystal group, who is trying to flank around the 7 minutes. Instead of going straight there, you decided to wrap up around. They're going to continue trying to cut this kind of point. You'll still be able to make it there before them, but by this point you can see that the group that was here is parked up along the side here, and they're making their way inside. But that's you guys to the north of the mangrove.
Evan, do you use
have to
Photoshop?
leave, FYI. So, got that work thing, so I'm gonna head out right now. Just sorry.
Okay.
No worries, dude. Thanks for staying as long as you could.
I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful trip.
Later. Evan,
What
do
was
you
your
use
question, Marty?
Do you use Photoshop?
I'm using GIMP Shop.
So no.
Hey.
Yeah, free Photoshop.
Yeah,
Mine
man.
was free. What are you talking about? Anyway, it's on us. Are we at the cave?
No. So I'm giving you the heads up. This is where you guys are starting after that 7 minute or the equivalent movement. You still have these guys to the south kind of tracking you. I said you'd be able to make it there before these guys, but on your way you can see that the group with the leader, it seems, and the two other carts are parked up outside. There's some people outside, including the leader standing on the cart, but I'm not just going to run you right into them.
Okay, how many people?
So outside
Leader
you
plus-
can see leader plus 2 carts worth, so 8.
9 people.
There are 3 carts though, yeah, plus the 2 carts that are trying to flank you from the southeast.
So 17 people.
Looks like it. You can also, from this angle, now that you're past the mangrove, see Aaron and the other children running this way. They've been able to make it this far by the time everything's kind of caught up time-wise. And you can see the 2 carts and Grem surrounded by these ruffians.
And he just killed them all.
He killed the 4 that were around him, but you can still see there's a couple more near him.
I'll let them go to their own. They seem like they're handling themselves just fine.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna be as quiet as possible as we walk around the cave. Give the little shush sign to my daughter and the other girl.
I'm sorry, are you still running, or are you, like, walking over here?
I mean, we'll run
Like-
until we're like in the mangroves, but once we see
These guys can see you, and they're gonna keep following you. The ones over here, once you get closer, like, they're for sure gonna see you once they see that this cart has been
There's just-
following past them.
Okay, and there's just nowhere to hide.
I mean, you'd have to go all the way around, but you also think, like, oh, they'll probably just try and wrap around and see us and stop us. Like, they're not just kicking around dirt. Looks like they're here for a reason. They got their war carts with them. They got the cages. They're empty.
Yeah, we're gonna keep running.
Okay. So are you just trying to make it around?
Mhm.
Okay. As you kind of wrap around this way, this cart is going to continue, and these guys are also going to move over. So at least one of the carts worth of people are kind of wrapping around the outside, tracking you at this point. They're seeing where you're
Let me
going the
know.
entire time.
Let me know when they're within 300 feet of me.
That was 3,000. Probably when you get to about this point.
Okay.
So, these guys will also get to about here. So they're going to move over.
And where are the other people?
The 4 of them have wrapped around this side.
So they're in front of us.
Correct.
Just a reminder, I have that stone.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to accidentally make it loud for you.
Make a loud noise in the tunnel. Smart.
So they're within 300 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yell out, talk or die. Any response?
No,
Cool. I'm gonna shoot.
not from these guys. Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at the people in front of us.
The ones that are blocking the way to the mangrove?
Yep.
Cool. An attack. Trying to hit a 14.
It's a 19 plus.
Definitely a hit. Damage.
8 damage.
Yep, one of them drops.
Cool. Gonna move another 45. They gain 15 feet on us.
Is he making any ranged attacks? I don't know if he has ranged attacks.
Not at 300 feet, he doesn't.
Okay. So that's where you'll be in this confrontation. Going back to the inside of the hole, 3 bodies enter the hole in succession. They do have a torch lit, and they can see. So like if you see that torch coming in and you want to back up, you can totally do that. But there's three bodies entering the cavern.
Okay.
Kat, you had a readied action to strike, right?
I did.
If you'd like to strike.
Go for it.
Okay. Obviously, I can definitely see the person holding the torch, correct?
Yeah, it's the first one that's holding the torch. The 2 behind look like they have spears held over them, where the first one has it kind of like under his arm, ready to jab.
How many feet away would you say we are?
So you were about 15 feet away from the entrance.
Okay.
If you want to push back, you can, but as soon as you see them enter through with that light, you can make that strike or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And I would
14
like
to hit.
to make it an immediate kill if I can.
It would be if you hit a 14, yes.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Because I'm assuming you have a pretty big bonus.
Yeah. Okay, so 14 without the bonus?
So roll your d20 to attack.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're trying to beat a 14.
I got a 15, and then my bonus is +5.
What is your damage? Does that hit?
6.
So roll your d6 and add your attack bonus.
Okay. That is 9.
Yes. He definitely goes down. The one in front yelps. He drops the torch and his spear, and the 2 behind him look like they're ready to make some strikes. The first one lets loose his spear. It's going to miss. The second one, also striking for you, is going to hit. And that's going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
I don't know if you have any resistance, but that's the base. Ira and Kat.
Sorry,
doing?
just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we add your attack bonus to the damage, or
It'd be the damage dice, or like whatever your damage bonus is.
how do you know what the damage bonus is?
It's so like you're using a strength weapon, right? Or is it dex?
Strength.
So it's strength plus proficiency, correct?
Yeah.
So whatever your damage dice is plus that number.
Okay.
Am I right on that?
What is that? Okay.
Marty, can you double check me on that?
What?
The attack damage. It's the D whatever for the attack plus whatever
Weapon die
it's-
plus if it's melee strength. If it's a finesse
it's
weapon,
finesse.
dex. If
Dex.
it's a ranged weapon, dex. If it's a spell, it's your spell modifier.
plus the proficiency, right? If you have proficiency with that weapon.
Not for damage.
Okay, not for damage, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Still, you've been
Good
hacking it
to
up.
know.
Yep.
Both of you can see that there's two people still able to see you in the darkness, and they just threw some spears at Kat.
And they don't have
But-
anything else on them?
I mean, they have other spears in their like sling on the back, or I guess whatever it is. But yeah, they looks like they got spears on them.
Okay. So I'm gonna rage
Fair.
and attack probably the closest one to me.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have a
15 to hit.
question.
Sure, what's your question?
Can spells such as enhance ability work on raging peoples?
Yeah, I believe so.
Ooh.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I still have an action left, don't I?
Yeah, because that was your held action from last round.
Okay.
So you get like a full turn. Since you were holding your action for like first people to enter, you struck. They did their thing. Now it's on you again. So you guys each both have a full turn.
Got it. So you're gonna rage. Ida, what weapon do you use?
A scythe. It's a what? Sorry.
No.
It's
So
a great axe damage.
Yeah.
an
so would
attack
that
on
be strength then?
Correct.
Mhm.
So I am going to cast enhance ability
Mhm.
on her. Or I guess I have to touch her, so I'm going to touch her and cast advanced ability, which is going to be up for an hour. And she is going to have advantage on the strength, and she can carry twice as much.
So
Okay.
advantage on strength. Like, does it give any other bonus to it?
No,
I
I
don't
believe
remember what parent's endurance is.
that's it. I think.
So strength checks and saving throws, probably.
Let's see. There's a lot of notes.
Endurance.
It says that the target has advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles.
I got double advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Well, there we
Woo!
go.
Okay. So I got a
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, wait,
definitely
actually-
hits.
And then that is a oh my god, I can't do math. 8 to hit or 8 damage.
8 damage
Um,
dropped him.
Nice. Okay. As part of my barbarian thing,
Mm-hmm.
I get Divine Fury. So on my first attack, I get an extra 1d6 plus half my barbarian level of damage.
Jeez. So yeah.
Can that
I think you
transfer
just-
to the next guy?
It's I don't. I think it's a feat that you can actually take to like carry damage through and like continuously.
Yeah.
Not in
through
five.
That was
somebody.
the one that I was debating.
Not in 5e.
I know exactly which feat
I'm
it
certain that
was.
it's in 5e. Yeah,
They have cleave in
Ugh.
5e.
absolutely.
It's not
a
called
feat.
that, but it's like great
Slasher.
great weapon.
Yeah, great weapon slasher or something.
Yeah.
Great weapon master.
But yeah, it's definitely a thing.
It carries.
Okay. Yeah. If you kill someone, then you get an extra bonus attack on
Nice.
like someone else.
It's like
within
rampage
5 feet.
almost.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have another attack, or was it just still the one attack per turn? I don't
Nope.
remember it. You're right.
Just one attack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's the one in front of you. You hear the voices outside say, "Get in there!" And yeah, you hear a couple of the people outside kind of getting ready to come in also. Jumping over to the tree group. Neither of them are here right now, so. Geez, the other group's also paying attention to people in front of the mangrove. Okay, things are happening. The minotaurs move around inside of my head, and we go over to the gem group. You still see the 3 people in front. You've gotten closer. It's going to be like 5 turns to get there, I think, at this point, if you're moving like super fast. 45, right? Marty?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you still see the three guys out front. They're gonna try and lob some spears at you. They can't make it that far, but they're fucking trying. So you just see them fucking fly at you. Definitely an act of aggression, but they go maybe 80 feet and stick into the ground. What do you do?
How far away are they?
At this point, 300 minus 45, minus another 45 if you're moving in.
definitely not moving in.
Just staying at the
So they're 215 or 255.
255 if you only moved in last turn.
I didn't move at all last turn.
Oh, so then yeah, you're still at 300 feet then. Yeah,
we maintained 300. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at another one.
14 hit.
Yep, 12 plus more than 2.
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
9 damage.
Yeah, another one drops. There's nothing specifically that Izzy can do at a range, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay. Was there anything else that he wanted to do while he's posting up with you at the 300 feet, or just waiting until next turn?
He'll ready an Eldritch Blast if it ever becomes necessary.
The two guys that are left that you've been shooting at outside the mangrove retreat into the mangrove.
Cool, then we move in.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely move in. You also see Baron continuing to run, looses another arrow, kind of as you kind of glance back, but that's as much as you really see from this angle. Back to the people in the hole. You have this guy in front of you that's going to take a spear stab at you, Ira, since you're the closest one. Do you have any extra? Is it still the 15 to hit?
But I have
Okay.
resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
So it is going to be piercing damage. First one's going to hit, and it's going to be 4 damage regular.
Okay.
You see 4 other of these guys, same kind of dress. They got the leather headdress. They got the kind of leather top, spears readied. They're going to kind of try and move in and then squeeze around you and kind of start stab at you from both sides. It's going to be 4 more attacks. 1 hit, 1 miss, 2 hits, 3 miss. Or 2 miss, I should say. So it's going to be another 8 damage, and you're surrounded by 4 of these boys, or 5 of these guys now. You're going to take your resistance damage, so I think it's just 4 total from them. But then it's back to Cat and you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Gonna hit one of them, that's for sure.
Okay,
I don't know. That's all I can do.
fair enough. Yeah, retreating might not be a good option because they would get opportunity attacks on them or on you, but
Yeah.
both you and Cat get your attacks this round. 14 to hit if you're doing that.
That was a 8. So
And
no.
Is that with your advantage? Because you're raging.
Yep. I got a
Okay.
2 and a 3
Oof.
plus 5.
Gotcha. Well,
Yep.
Pat, can you help your ally?
I guess I will shoot another arrow.
I bet they would appreciate it.
Okay, that's it. 12, and then do I add the 5 to that again?
Yeah, this is for the attack. So if you're rolling a 12 plus your,
Attack bonus is plus 5, so that'd be 12 plus 17.
hell yeah, definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. So is the damage the same as the plus? Is that still the same as the attack bonus for the damage bonus, or is that not?
So it's whatever your hit dice is, or like attack dice for that weapon, plus plus your strength or dex modifier. So what kind of weapon are you using again?
A short bow.
And that's dex. So it's,
Okay.
I think, a d6 plus dex. Is that
So
right?
6 plus dex is how. Okay.
A d6 plus dex.
Okay, that is good to know. That is gonna be. That's gonna be a 9.
Yes. That the one that you strike does go down. Your ally is surrounded by 4 goons now. Fire lit by the torch that was dropped by the first baddie.
I need to learn
Back.
how to like shoot like 6 in like 6 seconds. That would be great.
I mean, eventually you can get there. But back out to the crystal group. You saw that the 2 that were left outside had receded. The 2 carts are still following behind you. They're kind of making that ground since you've been standing still for two turns. They're still about another 2 rounds behind you.
Oh, we're not standing still. We're moving around the mangrove.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
just maintaining range.
They're still following you.
Yeah.
If you're continuing to move, one of them's actually going to break off towards where Baron is running with the girls.
Okay. How far away is he?
He's probably about 300 feet at this point.
Okay. And how many are left with Baron and Grum?
You can see 2 left with Grem. Grem's right up on the 2, but they're still a decent distance away.
They're fine. Me and Izzy are gonna charge into the mangrove.
Okay. Are you taking the girl? You're taking the girls with you, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. I'm just double checking.
Yep. I'm gonna launch at the one dude. +5.
One of the ones that ran inside.
Damage 8. Yeah.
Okay. So once you actually get on the inside, you see the leader standing there, surrounded by the 2 guys that ran away from you. He's got a big black headdress with almost like what would look like almost like a trash can with like the cage welded onto the front, but it's instead of like wings off of it, it's like almost like bear claws, like big old bear claws made of steel on the side of it. He's telling them get in the hole, but you can definitely strike at them. You also see the 4 guys that were headed into the hole kind of making their way in as you're making your way through the brush. So you were striking at one of the goons that was running.
Yep.
14 to hit. That hit, right?
Yeah, it was non-nat 20.
Cool beans.
30,
Roll
20,
damage.
8 damage.
8 damage is going to drop 1.
And we move on ahead. I think Izzy will go.
I think
1
Izzy
extra
can make a strike.
on the other one.
I think so. Now that he's within range, it's
It's 120-foot range for him, so
definitely going to be able to make his strike if he's with you.
okay. 13.
It's a 14 to hit.
Cool. He misses.
So outside is you, Izzy, and then your daughter and one of the girls that was taken.
Yeah, Crystal Girl.
You're facing down the leader, one of his goons. You saw some goons. There's goons
Me?
behind you. Yes. That's what you see inside the mangrove.
Oh. The leader is there.
Correct. Yeah,
thought
that's who
he-
you saw when you entered.
I thought he was going into the cave.
No, he's standing outside the cave. He's directing
Can we see
the
the cave
4
now?
goons that you saw moving in. Oh yeah, you're in. You said you entered the mangrove.
How tiny is this mangrove?
I mean, it's like 50 feet across.
What? That's like a small pond and 8 trees, Evan.
A mangrove is like tangled trees.
A mangrove
And
is like a
shrubbery and
whole
brush?
forest. It's another
This
word
is
for a
like
forest.
a small one. Like that.
Okay.
That's like the rough word that I was using for
Okay.
it. But it's like I said, the outcropping in the marsh.
So
Or
it looks
what
like
used to be
a
marsh.
small oasis in this otherwise dry and crumbly plains.
Correct.
Well, it used to be a swamp, so it was the
Right, it
small
used to be a
mangrove
swamp.
in the swamp.
Yeah.
But
Okay. How far is the leader?
Leader's 30 feet away from you. He's on the other side of the hole.
Wait, what? How am I 30 feet from the... Evan, I
Because
was
you
just
said you
300.
entered the mangrove. Bud, you said you entered the mangrove. If it's good, it would take you turns. I'm speeding it up so that you can get there. Do you want to get there, or do you want to be outside and not make your attack on these guys?
No, I want to like keep strafing around.
They like I said, they moved inside. You would not have been able to make a strike on these guys.
Okay.
They saw their two buddies drop. They're like, fuck this, we can't make range. We're going back inside.
So they hid from me,
Correct.
and I cannot
two-
perceive them whatsoever.
Because they're inside the mangrove that's been used as shelter by the witch, or the old lady and the little girls to hide from. Yes, that's.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see the groups that were behind you. One had peeled off to go towards Baron and the other two girls, and the other one is still following you.
Cool. We're gonna keep strafing around until we're directly below, so we've come up the same path that they did.
So you're gonna wrap your way around to the 2 o'clock where they entered. That's where their carts were,
All of them?
right here.
I thought the leader came straight up the middle.
You came up the middle, and then the arrow is over
Okay.
here. Carts were parked here. So 3 carts
Okay.
right there.
And if I go into the mangroves to hit this guy, I'm 30 feet from the cave.
You're probably closer to 20 feet from the cave because he's
Oh
on the
my
other
God.
side. But you can't see that because you're on the outside.
Okay. Sure, fine. That's fine. I'm in. I'm 20 feet from the cave. Is it our turn again?
We should probably take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a little 10, and then we'll come back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans.
Wow, everyone just disappeared. 2 seconds flat.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's like, okay, wow. By the time I comprehended it was a break, I was like, oh, we're alone.
I wish Evan would prepare a map.
Yeah.
Let's see. Be right back.
Yep. Evan's back. Does Evan need some help? Ooh, black?
Taking a more accurate.
Marty's appreciating it.
Hoping we could do
I'm sorry, you're making the hole in the ground white. I'd make the big circle brown and then make the hole in the ground black. It will just make everyone happy.
Treetops. Got a little. Not to scale. The eye is not that big.
Your artistic talent just surprises me.
It's the job done enough.
Make it brown.
I'm not getting this brown.
It's dirt. It makes sense. Make it green then. Just don't.
I don't
Make
know what
it
green is. Black and white
blur.
it is. I'm telling you.
I'll help you out, alright? Let me help you.
4 boys here. Got
Use like a shape thing. Like get a bigger brush so you can just make dots. It's so much easier. Like change the size of your brush and then you just make a dot and then you don't have to draw things. Or just pick shape
it's fine.
and then just drop them.
I could also use different layers. I could use all kinds of stuff. 3 carts here. Those are your 3 carts. Got the cart following them. Got these groups. Cart that went that way. Still got some people off to the side. If you're heading around that way.
Did I show you the video of the puppy enjoying the lemon?
I did see that.
Like, what a weirdo. Like, you know dogs. Dogs don't usually like lemon. That's the whole point of videotaping them trying lemon for the first time. Like, you get one chance. And then this kid just goes, oh, yum, let me eat this.
Right.
Let me send you a picture of how he looks right now, because it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but the picture I sent you has color, so deal with it.
Okay.
For brevity's sake, the 2 girls that were with Zach, Grum and
Baron, or Grem and Baron.
Yeah, Grum and Baron. Do you want them to maybe join Avars and Izzy? Just to make
that was
Are we
the
still
initial
playing?
plan, but then one of the carts peeled off and is now headed towards Baron and the 2 girls.
Got it. Okay, so
There's
we're
one
gonna
cart
have
of
to play.
following Avars.
We have 3 NPCs to play now.
So Baron and wait, who's the? Oh, we have Grem, Baron, and then Izzy. Yeah,
So we have to play them.
we didn't have to, but like if you're deciding to, that's fine. Probably need the assistance anyways.
I have no idea what Grum does.
Grem,
He's,
I know what Grem's doing. He's doing his thing over, but he's also got Baron and the girls running away, as well as another cart head towards Baron and the girls, which he is nowhere near.
Okay.
So Baron is on his own with the 2 girls versus a cart bearing down on him. That was clever.
Alright, so where's the cave on this oval?
Right in the middle.
Okay. What's around the cave?
So the cave is a rocky opening. Above it is hanging the tree branch with the eyeball. It's hanging a lot lower, of course, and it looks like a gross little eyeball with like feathers and stuff on it. same picture that you saw a week and before and everything. But you can't see inside the mangrove.
Because
so
it's
just like
surrounded by trees?
correct. Yeah, this
Okay.
area is like thick, difficult terrain because of the.
Place trees, since it's only 50 feet across.
One more time.
Could you place trees, since it's only 50 feet across?
So this is 10 feet. This is 10 feet. 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. So the hole itself is 10 feet across. That's where, if you're entering here, 20 feet away, that's where they were. 30 feet is where the bad guy was, but you can't see that.
Okay. And 10 feet around the hole is...
Is open area.
It's not like steep decline.
It's just like flat
That's
area around
rooted.
this like rocky. Yeah, it's like light roots but walkable. Is there anything else I can clear up, or is it still mucky?
I mean, it sounds like it's a wall of trees to another, like it's clear.
Mhm.
A circle that is a half-solid wall of trees to another clear with a hole in the middle. Right?
So, trees on the outside.
Right.
Inside is a clearing.
Right.
Hole in the middle.
Outside's clear.
Outside the mangrove is clear.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Difficult terrain, clear, hole.
And I'm in the difficult terrain.
So that's. I thought you said you were entering, and I was trying to speed it
Yeah.
up so you could get
Nope.
in there.
We're
If
there.
that's what you want to do, you
there.
can make it there before these guys for sure.
We're there.
Okay. I don't know if Ira's back. He is back.
Yep, I'm back. I'm just eating, so.
Cool.
Really quick before we continue, just to kind of make sure we're all on the same terms. Okay, so we're still kind of playing Baron and Grum. Do we want to like each take one of them, or Evan?
Since
Do you want to?
everybody's
do that?
inside, I'll take care of Baron and Grum.
Okay.
So it's Izzy with Ivars, and then everybody else inside the hole is good. So
Yeah.
since everybody's inside, I'm gonna deal with them outside and
They'll be
predicament
fine
that they're
out there.
in.
And then like Cliff Notes.
I mean, not cliff notes, I wouldn't say, but it's not stuff that you're privy to, at least at this point. What's happening? So yeah, Ivars. So did you go in and are you doing the first thing where you strike the one and then
Kill
Izzy
them.
misses with the second? Okay. The leader is going to take out one of his spears and launch it at you.
Mhm.
That's going to be a 17. I
Hit.
don't know. Okay, that is a hit. Okay. This spear is jagged and heavy. It's like a wrought iron fucking steel. It's not the wooden with the spear. Like, it's got some heft to it. When it hits you like a fucking truck. And you're going to take 11.
Okay.
The one guy that's in front of him is going to whip a spear at Izzy. He's going to miss. Minotaurs move around outside my head. Inside the hole, Ira, you are surrounded. And Kat, you can still see everything kind of firelit in this cave, flickering from the torch on the ground. They're going to take their 4 strikes on Ira. 1, 2, miss, 3 hit. That's going to be 12 damage piercing, but if you're raging, you get discounted damage.
How much is it? Is it half?
I believe it's half damage, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ira and Kat.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit one of them.
Mhm.
Please. 14.
14's gonna hit. Try and hit a 14 on these guys.
Woo! Thank the Lord.
There's 4 of them, correct?
Correct. 4 of them surrounding Ira.
That's Oh my god, I really can't do math. I'm so sorry.
No.
16 damage.
16 damage, which is gonna eviscerate one of them for sure.
Yeah, I think they have like 7 hit points. 6.
Yeah.
Cat. I'm assuming you're staying still also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna try to take another one out.
Okay.
That's a 19 plus 5. So
Yeah.
20.
Nice.
And then that's 5 damage.
One of them is looking very, very hurt.
Okay.
You guys staying still though?
Pretty much. I mean, we're holding our ground, I think. We're not letting them further into the...
Yeah, definitely holding the entrance of the cave, so solid job. Outside the cave at least.
Back around.
Avars and Izzy, you hear the sound of the rustling starting to begin. You can see the baddie as well as the armored boss guy in front of you. Do you do anything before they act? Kind of like telling the girls to do anything, or are you keeping them with you?
These baddies are 20 feet away.
Correct. They should
Yeah,
be-
the girls will hop down and stand behind us, respectively.
Okay.
We're kind of staggered where Izzy is probably like 5 or 10 in front of me.
So Izzy's in front of you, Ivars, and then the 2 girls behind you.
Mhm.
Okay. You can go ahead and make some strikes if you'd like.
Like, take our turn, or...
Yeah.
Okay. Izzy's going to summon his blade as a bonus action.
Mhm.
He's going to cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Sure.
And he is going to position himself that anyone within the grove has to go through him to get to me and the girls.
Okay. Does he... He would just basically stand in front of you.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying. Okay.
pretty much.
Okay. And he's holding an action for somebody to enter his range, kind of thing?
Nope, he's used as an action and bonus action. To do all that.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And what are you doing? 14 for the minions, 21 for the boss.
I'm going to yell at the boss.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
He kinda... We've come for you.
Classic.
You'll be a nice addition to the menagerie.
I will cast Catapult. He needs to make a dexterity save.
Jeez. Okay, 17 plus. I'm assuming that's gonna...
Okay. He takes half damage
Cool.
as he is struck with a flask of oil that breaks when it hits him.
Okay. What's in the flask? Is it just a flask of oil? It doesn't, like, Do
Lamp
anything
oil.
special?
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Hey, just asking. I'm not sure if there's
Nope.
anything special to these grenades.
Um,
So how much damage did you say?
half of 14, so 7,
Okay.
I believe. Let me triple check that. But after that, I think I'm good.
Okay. Behind you in the bush, you hear the rustling and a yelp from in both your daughter's voice and another girl's voice. And
They're like
then you
right on my like hind legs. They're not like far from me. They're within
Right.
my arm's reach. Okay.
yeah, you hear a yelp. As if they were grabbed from behind you.
Okay. And I didn't hear anything coming up.
You heard the rustling in the bushes behind you, and you put them behind you, and then you made an attack, right?
Okay.
Because you were still being chased by the
Yeah.
cart guys.
Well, I still have a move and a bonus. Can I turn around and look?
Yeah, you can turn around and look. It's two of the guys grabbing the girls, and the other two are gonna attack you and Izzy, or attempt to attack you and Izzy.
These are the 4 that were following us.
Correct.
Okay. I will use
One's
both
gonna
of my
miss you.
hands to grab the girls.
The other's gonna miss him. That would be an action to contest their grapple against the girls.
Okay.
The minion in front of the boss is gonna make a strike at Izzy. Gonna miss, and the
So-
boss is gonna launch another one of those spears at you.
Right before you
Uh,
guys start your turn, is my last little thing. Whatever is a bonus action? Is it a whatever? I'm gonna click the stone and tell Cat light the big guy on fire.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. A 15, I believe, is gonna hit you, Marty. Right?
Yep.
It's 11 more damage from this heavy fucking spear.
How much?
11 damage.
He has 2 of these giant spears.
He has more than 2. He's carrying some on his back too.
How many does he
He's-
have?
He's got a what is it called? Basically like a quiver of them. You can't
Quiver
count
of
them.
spears?
He has a
Yeah,
quiver
it-
of full metal spears.
He's a big fucking dude covered
Right,
in
so-
big metal armor.
6
You're gonna have to take an action to count
to
them.
look. Okay.
Like you're in a fight.
Okay,
like
Evan.
you can see that there's spears in there, but you, like if I was running around with a bunch of spears, they're like moving
Right.
around. Like you
I
can't
know
just
his-
like count them easily.
I know his AC by looking at him, but I definitely don't know how many spears he's carrying. Okay.
More than 5.
Cool. Cool, I'm dead.
He's got spears.
I'm down.
That is the baddies though. You radioed in. Minotaur's moving my head. Cat and Ira.
Can you repeat that radio? I didn't understand it quite.
Light him on fire. Light the big guy on fire.
Light the big guy on fire.
Right. Okay. I don't know how Cat's supposed to do that, but alright.
You still got
Here it
the heads up at least. If you
Yeah.
see a big guy,
One of them had a
light him on
torch
fire.
that came into the cave.
This is true. How close are we to the mouth of the cave?
You initially started about 15 feet. You said you moved back. You're as far back as you want.
Let's
I
make
think we
that.
should get rid of the people in here before trying
Yeah.
to like leave.
Agreed. I'm just trying to understand like where we're at. I would say
Yeah.
probably like 20, 25-ish feet from the
20
front.
feet's fine.
We have how many guys left? We have one really injured and
One injured
guys
and
standing?
Yeah, 2 standing around. Which they're actually gonna make some strikes on you really fast. 3 attacks on Ira. 1 natural 20.
Woo!
1 not. Oh, geez. 2 natural 20s on this one.
Yikes.
So that's going to be two crits and a miss. So 16 damage.
On
But you're going to... On Ira.
Divided by 2, right?
Divided by 2.
Ooh, okay.
3 guys around you. What do you guys do?
I really wish I took the great.
I'm gonna let Ira go first. If that's okay.
Well, I'm gonna hit one of the healthy guys, I guess.
Okay. 14 to hit.
Team.
If you
Peace,
hit,
guys.
roll damage.
Wait, I have advantage. Hold on. Never
You
mind.
do have
Sorry.
advantage.
Okay, that's more like it. 24.
Definitely gonna hit.
Okay.
I have 2
No.
actions, right?
You have an action and a bonus action and a move at least. I don't know if you got an extra action from leveling up maybe, but...
I don't think so. I'm just curious. Okay.
Of course.
That's an 8 to hit. Or 8 damage.
Oh, shoot. What did I fucking do? What did I do? Oh, god damn it.
Oh boy.
No. Wait. Oh.
You zoomed in.
Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. Okay. And then... Did you hit or no? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got 8
Nice.
damage.
8 damage,
Neat.
drops 1. So you have
Nice.
a weak one and a strong one. You staying still?
Yep.
You can hear the chaos going outside, but that leaves us on Cat.
Or maybe not. That misses.
Alright.
Mrs. Who?
Either of them. The same 14 to hit.
Girl, you're not picking up the torch.
Are you staying still?
Can I tell how many guys are outside?
Not really. You can like hear voices kind of echoing through, but since you can't see them, no.
Got it. Curious. Can I run my 35 feet while picking up a torch and chucking it at the big guy, quote unquote?
We'll say that that's an action, a bonus action to pick it up, an action to throw it, and then your movement to get out of the cave. You'll take at least the 2 opportunity attacks, but yeah, you can do that if you'd like.
Let's do that.
Okay. That's a very smart move. Roll a dex attack, basically a ranged attack, to throw this torch at the big bad covered in oil.
Can you remind me what that is?
D20 plus dex.
Okay. That is going to be a 14.
Yep. It strikes true. I'm gonna roll my attacks for the 2 that are gonna try and strike at you as run past them. One's... Jeez, what is this gonna hit? 16? Yeah, okay, just barely. 1 hit and 1 miss. So take 4 damage as you run past one of the baddies. The torch is gonna hit this guy and ignite him instantly. He's gonna start trying to fucking like pat himself off and take pieces of armor off because he's covered in oil-covered metal that's now on fire. He's gonna take 8 fire damage from the oil, and
You've still got it.
you can see
Sure does.
still got what?
Bia still got it.
Oh yeah. You can, now that you're outside the cave, you see the big guy that you're aiming for. You instantly saw that. You see the baddie in front of him. Avar's on the ground, Izzy in front, and the movement in the bush behind him that you assume is more people. The four that are striking and taking 2 girls. Yeah, that definitely helps.
Okay.
I think that takes us back to Ivars and Izzy. Ivars, do you want Izzy to try and heal you, or do you want to take the negative damage?
I mean, I just take -1, right?
-1, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
there are 2 guys.
Izzy's going to heal me on his turn.
Okay.
Whenever his turn comes.
It's on you guys, so I'm going to let you kind of maneuver that as you need.
Bonus action, healing word. I'm going to get 6 back.
Cool.
What, 5?
Yeah. No, I think it just takes you back up to 6.
Okay.
That's fine.
6 back. He is going to run up to one of the dudes and attack.
Cool. One with the girl or one without a girl?
One doesn't have a girl.
So
4.
2 of them are holding one each girl,
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
2
One of
are
the
wielding their
girl
spears,
ones.
ready to attack. Okay.
One of the girl.
Cool.
14.
14's gonna hit.
Big boy. Not so big boy. 9 damage.
Pretty big boy that he drops to the ground as limp arms release around the girl.
Cool.
You're prone.
And then he's going to move the rest of the distance to get in the way of the other guy with the girl.
Okay, stay on him, so if he tries to move away.
Yeah.
Cool. Absolutely.
I'm gonna stand up.
Mhm.
Brush myself off a bit, crack my neck. And, let's see here. I'm gonna Thorn Whip. No, I'm not. I'm gonna bolt one of the guys with the spears.
Okay.
18. Those
Definitely gonna hit.
Blech, 4.
4's gonna weaken him up. Better than 0.
I too will move up on the guy holding what I'm assuming is my daughter.
Okay. Which, I mean, you can say Izzy was attacking the one with your daughter, the one without, whichever one. Same difference.
Yeah.
That's up to you. But yeah, you can move up on him also. In the brush now.
Okay.
So you're going to have some level of obscurity from ranged attacks.
Please let me know whenever I have advantage on an attack for whatever reason as well.
Okay. I don't think anything is initiated or like
That's
been
fine.
granting any kind of advantage, but if
Same.
it does come up, I'll definitely bring it up.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna start with the ones closest to you. The one with the girl is gonna try and move away. So that's gonna take an opportunity to attack from both you and Izzy.
Okay.
14 to hit. Let's see if he escapes.
Izzy does not hit on a net 2. I got a
2
16.
16's gonna do it. Roll damage.
6.
6 drops him.
Woo.
Your daughter, same kind of situation.
Yep.
She's released, but on the ground.
Yeah, he's gonna watch me get impaled.
Yeah, the two guys with the spears are each going to take attack, one on you and one on Izzy. Jeez. Okay. Izzy's going to take a natural 20, so 8 damage, and you are going to get missed. I think that's the first damage that Izzy's taken, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Said 8.
Across the way, you're gonna see you're gonna hear a spear kind of whipping through. It's going to try and make an attack. It's gonna miss the attack, and you hear the screams and the clanking of like armor as if it's trying to be like scraped against each other. So that's going on. Let me go ahead and roll that. Okay, cool. Another fucking 7. Boofa boofa. Inside the cave, the two that are around Ira now can't see in the dark, so they're going to swing wildly with disadvantage.
Woo!
1 miss. 2 miss.
Nice.
All right. Ira, you can see them because you have dark vision.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, so I'll just hit the strongest guy. Or
Okay.
the one that's not been hit yet.
Yeah. Ivars, you also have a level of exhaustion since you went down. It's not going to affect any like attack rolls, but other what is it? Ability and saving throws are what that affects with disadvantage.
On that 20.
That's definitely going to hit. Roll some damage.
Hey. That is 14 damage.
Yup. He's
Hey.
2 pieces now with your scythe. So that's pretty cool. His buddy just hears a slosh and a slop on the ground, but he can't see anything, so he's just horrified. Kat, you're outside. You see this boss guy fucking on fire, trying to pull the armor off as fast as possible as he burns in this heavy armor.
Should take him
What
at
do you
least a minute.
do? Yeah, right. Heavy armor takes
He's
10
the only one
minutes.
near me,
Sure
correct?
does.
Correct. He's basically using his action each turn to like try and take off pieces. He's gotten his helmet off in the first turn.
And then from where I'm standing, how is Avars and Izzy looking?
Avars
I'm back
and
up.
Izzy are both in the brush, so you can just kind of see them through
Slouched
the tangle.
but up.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, up.
How?
Big guy
Wait,
in the
they're
head.
within 20 feet of me, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you can see both the boss as well as the baddie that's standing right in front of him.
Okay.
The boss seems occupied with being on fire.
Got it. My goodness, let's see, what can I do? I have an idea, yet I'm not sure I can do it.
Run it by me, let's see.
Okay, so I have a spell which is called Command, which means I can pretty much with one word command someone to do anything. But it can't have anything directly harmful to them.
And you can
So if
only
I-
use it once a week. Potentially, right? To the second level spell?
That's a first level.
Okay.
You might have a couple. So what's the spell called again?
Command.
Command.
You say a single
Um,
word, they make a
yeah, I
will
mean,
save. If they succeed, nothing happens. If they fail, they do the thing to the best of their ability.
Yeah, so like,
Right.
yeah, you can definitely do that.
Um,
So you can't.
the thing
command
is, like,
them
if
to
I
attack
told
each
him to,
other,
like,
but you can.
stop. Well, no. So, for example, like he's trying to get himself
He
to stop being
would
on fire. If I tell him
absolutely
to
have
stop,
advantage to save against it.
Right.
Yeah.
you could tell the baddie that's in front of him to like drop or flee or grovel.
Right.
Grovel,
Or,
yeah.
those are
Grovel's
the things that it's like giving as an example.
Right.
You could command one of the girls to come to you.
Right. I mean, you could also just call
Tell
over
them,
for one of the
yeah.
girls if you wanted. You don't have to command them. They trust
They don't
you.
seem to listen to much else.
Gosh. I'm trying to like see how I can help the most. How many
Or
guys?
like get one of them. You know.
Well, okay, so how many guys are in front of me? Is it just the one guy?
Outside of the cave, you can see in the clearing the boss on fire and the one minion that's in front of him.
Right.
Through the brush, you can also see with Izzy and Ivar's 2 of the minions that are chilling out, trying to attack them. And then you know that there's one inside the cave that now cannot see in the darkness, trying to fight Ira. Ira. A lot of eyes and is.
Welcome to European names.
I'm trying.
At least Izzy doesn't go by Isidorius, which is his real name.
Izzy it is.
Okay.
Or you could just strike, like, whatever.
I don't know. There's not really much I need to do. Everyone's pretty much doing a great job. Good job, everyone. I guess I will shoot at the minion.
Okay.
Seems like everyone else is taken care of.
He's buddied up on.
Oi, and I miss. Alright, well. I have not much else to do. So I guess I will just be where I am.
Okay. We'll pop back to the baddies then.
Cool.
Right. No, because they already attacked. We're popping back to Ivars and Izzy. You see the 2 guys in front of you. They're each going to try and take their strikes. 1 miss on Izzy, 1 miss on Ivars. You just have the 2 guys in front of you. The 2 girls are on the ground trying to scramble and get behind you, so they're behind you in the brush at this point.
Cool.
Do you do anything?
Is it our turn?
Yes, Ivars and Izzy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yep. Bonus action, healing word again.
Mhm.
Nice. Solid 7.
There we go.
I will attack that dude I attacked earlier.
The weakened one.
Yeah. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Only gonna hit. And as long as you roll over a 2, he fucking dies.
And 11 damage.
Yeah. What kind of eviscerated is he?
Electric, so he is turned to a pile of ash, Fallout style.
Sick.
Yeah.
Straight up ash item on the ground.
Yep. Izzy's gonna take a swing at the other guy.
Yep, because he bonus action.
Nat
Hell
20.
yeah. Okay. If you want to roll the damage, I'm pretty certain double damage, double modifier will fuck it up.
It's a great sword, so.
Yeah, roll some damage. Let's see how big it is.
Okay. Yeah, on the dice it's 15.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Both of those guys drop.
Cling. They left their cart behind, right?
Yeah, there's still 3 carts outside.
Dope.
Well,
How many people are in the cave?
You're 2 carts and 3 outside. Inside the cave, yeah, you know it's Izzy, and you don't know how many, but there is one still fighting Ira. And that's actually who we're going to next. So if you
Okay,
guys wanted to
so-
move, you can.
Nope. I'm gonna tell the girls,
Fucking stay
follow,
hidden.
stay close to us, and we're gonna move in towards the cave. Can we get past the big guy?
The big guy's over here freaking out. Like he's still trying to take his armor off.
Cool. I'm gonna stay at the mouth of the cave, and Izzy's gonna go in. Izzy has dark vision.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be able to make it just inside the cave and see what's going on. Ira, he sees fighting a person in the dark. The person in the dark's gonna swing wildly with disadvantage. Yeah, critical miss. Ira, I'm certain it's just the weak one left.
Okay.
You are rolling with advantage against somebody in the dark.
Perfect.
On
Yeah, so Can you not hear me?
I can.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hit him again.
14 to hit.
That is 21.
Definitely gonna hit.
Miss. Misses completely.
Yeah, suddenly his AC spikes.
He swapped with the big guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a 28 to hit actually.
That's a 10.
yeah, he's dead. There's nobody around you, and you can move out of the cave if you want. You see Izzy just entered.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to either Kat or Izzy and ask for like a healing spell.
Yeah, we're outside with Kat, who can see the guy on fire as well as the minion in front of him. The minion in front of him is gonna turn and try and help take off some of the armor. So they each get off the arms as well as like the front part of the leg guards, if you know what I mean. I don't know what they're called, but like the front part of that. But he's still got on the big heavy piece. He's still on fire, and he is not looking good at all.
I have an idea if everyone's up for it. I think we're all together now, right?
Essentially.
Avars, Izzy, his daughter, one of the girls, Ira, Kat are all there. Graham, Baron, and the two other girls are still outside.
Okay. I'm saying why they obviously were coming directly at us. I say we keep one of them alive. I have a zone of truth, and we learn who sent them in our direction.
Keep the minion alive. That's like right near the big guy.
I will say with just passive insight, the minion's probably not going to know as much as the big guy.
That means that we have to put out the fire on the big guy.
That I'm just giving you the information. The minion's probably going to know less than the guy who's in charge, but that's up to you guys.
I'm putting the
That's
question
right,
out to the
you're
group, so
Sure. Yeah. I can hold my scythe up to the big guy's throat. While you
well,
guys...
he's gonna tell us the truth no matter what. We just need to make sure
Well-
he doesn't run.
While we hold him down, because like the zone of truth doesn't stop him from going anywhere.
True.
Sounds like a plan.
Bullet time. Decision making.
But can you please heal me, Kat? Please.
Yes. I will heal. We'll do healing. Give me a second.
Bonus action heal word or something.
Right. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong dice. This one is the 8-sided one. Yep. Okay. 5 plus 3. That's plus 8. How are you doing?
That's good. I'm at 16. Very nice. Very comfy.
I'll also say the guy that's on fire looks like he's about sizzled at this point. It doesn't look like he'll be able to be on fire for much longer.
All right.
The other gentleman has not been hit with even a scratch.
I'm
those are the
gonna-
two left inside the grove.
I'm gonna ask Izzy to hold down the minion. I'm gonna ask Avars to put out the big guy and, I don't know, tie him up or something. We can... If he's too bad gone, we could slightly heal him, just to allow him to speak.
I think
so
you should take care of the kids.
What?
I think you should take care of the kiddos and make sure they're alright.
I can do that. That's why I'm sending you guys away to do that stuff.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah. I've got some plans.
Do as you will. Ida, how are you doing on your health? I can also give you a potion of healing if you'd like.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
I'm going to ask the two girls I have in front of me, I'm assuming. If they're okay. Have they taken any damage? What's going on? Let's get them some water and food. Let's check on the NPCs.
So, before we get too deep into, like, doing this, like, there's still a guy and a gentleman on fire. Have you taken your action? Or was that just a bonus action heal? Because
I think that was just a bonus action.
Things are still occurring.
Right.
And if you're not going to do anything to stop the guy on fire, he's going to take damage. And then we still have to go to the other people to, like, attempt to do these things. Avars does have a level of exhaustion. So if he was going to make, like, a grapple or something, he would be doing it at disadvantage. Izzy can still regular do it.
I can also probably grapple pretty well.
Right. So was that a full action or was that just a bonus action?
That was a bonus action, I guess.
Okay, so if you're using your action to, like, go over and console the girls, you can do that, but there's still fighters.
Okay, so what you're saying is Izzy and Ivars have already done their actions. God. Okie dokie. Well, I'm not a grappling person.
Got something to buff, or you technically don't have to take an action, but I'm giving you the option.
True.
Or you can kill the minion or something.
You can use another heal on the bad guy, or whatever.
Okay, really quick. Avars, do you have how many points have you lost? Hit points?
Um,
I guess I would actually know. It's like, are you hurt?
I'm 6 from maximum. Izzy's 8 from maximum, but we can heal each other, so don't worry about us.
Okay. I'm gonna use my 10 hit points that I have. And I'm gonna give... actually, I'm gonna probably do it with myself. I'm gonna give 4 to the guy on fire, and I'm gonna give 6 to myself, so I have a bit more.
Wait till we tie him up.
That was a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Kill the minion!
No, it's a puzzle.
I know. Okay, we will kill the minion. That's fine. I will just throw. That is going to be a 17.
Definitely a hit.
Okay. And that's going to be a 9.
Yeah, minion goes down.
Okay.
Batty's gonna continue to pull off his armor, but a well-coordinated attack from everybody to hold him down, and then tie him up and then heal him or whatever. You can do all that if you'd like. You do know that Baron as well as Graham are still out with the 2 girls, and that there was a cart of 4 headed that way.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
But the fighting has ended inside of the mangrove.
Okay. Who would like to keep the big guy down? Who would like to go see if they need help? and then someone needs to make sure everyone else is okay. The NPCs, the girls, all of that. Volunteers.
You say that one more time?
Right.
Someone has to keep grappling the guy, right, that we're questioning.
I mean, we can let him burn until he, like, falls unconscious and then tie him up. Like, put him out, tie him up.
And then use a heal spell to bring him back.
Yep.
Sounds great. Can you demonstrate that?
Yeah, if he... So we can walk it through. He dies if you don't do anything this turn.
Is he conscious?
He's unconscious.
Oh.
So you can, like...
Just hit him with some water.
Tie him up.
Okay, we're gonna...
So, can this turn just be us?
Water is gonna make the flames grow higher.
Because it's a grease fire.
It's a grease fire. Well, we're surrounded by dry
Well,
dirt,
hold on.
aren't we?
Hold on. That's not necessarily how a grease fire works. That's what happens.
That's how this one's working.
All right. That's how, like,
You
deep
can use
frying works.
magic.
Yeah.
Well, there's bound to be a
Like,
blanket
it's not
in
gonna
the.
put it out either way. Like,
What do you mean? I can make 24 gallons of seawater right now.
can you?
Yeah.
For how?
A fucking alchemy jug. What do you mean?
You turn the
I'll
alchemy
cover this
jug
man in
into,
mayonnaise.
You turn the alchemy jug into a cell phone.
I have 2 alchemy jugs, bruh.
Okay.
That's how we were going positive on water.
Okay.
I thought you turned one of them into a
did.
stone.
And I have another.
We have one alchemy.
Oh,
jug.
that's true. You're right.
Okay.
Um,
If you, I mean, you could put the fire out, but he's still gonna be KO'd. So you're gonna have to, like, revive him before he hits -10.
yeah, do any of you have access to water or whatever spell Evan's looking for? It's water.
Water will
work.
do it. Like,
Okay.
it'll be fine if you have 24 gallons of water.
Yeah.
Like, a splash of water wouldn't do it.
No, of course.
Is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I have gallons of water.
If you have 24 gallons, that's enough.
I
Yeah.
do indeed have 24 gallons of salt water
Okay.
for just this occasion. Yep. Uncork it, pour it out on him, just soak the man, and then I'll wave Cat over as I continue putting him out.
-2.
Izzy will give him another. Well, he's at -2. We'll tie him up,
Yeah.
Smart.
I can tie him up.
Cool.
and I helped.
Hey.
Can unconscious people take potions?
Izzy's gonna give me another 7.
So, like, yes. But you're gonna
I'm
have
just
to,
trying to
like,
figure out the best way to use my resources.
Right,
I have many
right.
ways to heal him, but
you can't. Yes, it will. You would just have to, like, open up his mouth and, like, massage his throat. Like, you can feed somebody medicine if they're unconscious.
great. Sounds wonderful.
Right. Not great, but shit.
Izzy's gonna give
Like, it saves
himself
him if you're trying to.
Okay,
7.
he now tied up gains
Mhm.
3 hit points.
Okay, so he's at 1. Tied up, not on fire.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
And
you
I
do
can go
hear
check on Baron and.
some screams outside as you pass through the mangrove. It's the screams of 2 little girls, and you see the cart running away, moving south. You see a
So
body on the
Baron-
ground,
Baron and friend did not make it.
and you see
How the fuck did they fail
Grem
against
covered
3?
in mushrooms. So
Wait.
So-
Sorry, repeat what you said, Evan.
So you see Grem covered in mushrooms over Baron, and the cart being pushed by 2 guys bolting away with the girl inside, or the 2 girls inside.
Okay, I'm running after the cart.
It took Grem some time to catch up to Baron, who was being fought by 4 guys in a cart. I'm sorry, what did you say you do?
I'm running after the cart.
Okay.
Can the rest of us?
I'm firing. So is Izzy? How far away is this?
From you at this point, they're 300 meters. Because they...
Meters?
Or 300 feet, I should say, not meters. It's going to be a 16 hit these guys now that they're distance away and kind of behind this cart as it moves.
Okay.
From where you're headed.
17 to hit.
17's going to hit.
Max
Damage?
9.
Okay. One's going to drop. The other's still going to continue pushing away as fast as he can.
And then we're going to take off
times
running.
movement to get in this first sprint.
One more time.
I have 2 times the movement in this first sprint. Just
Okay.
reminder.
How far does that take you then?
If I'm dashing,
Mhm.
What does that mean?
So it's movement times 2 and then times 2 for this ability.
Okay, so that's 120.
Okay. You start to close the distance.
Me and Izzy are charging. He's 45 feet in front of me.
Okay.
Actually, no. It would be 180. So he's 135 in front of me.
See the card, people. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna tell the girls to go inside to be with the others, the 2 that are near me.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna go take off towards Grum and Baron.
Cool.
That's 35 feet a turn. So tell me when I get there.
You'll get there in about 3 turns. Grem and Baron are going to start getting up and then moving towards you also, but at a slow pace.
Okay.
While we're out of the mangrove, do we see
Mhm.
other people approach so that when we come back to see Cat, we haven't been surprised?
Are you asking if there's more enemies?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Hey.
Just this one guy pushing away 30 feet a turn. Pulling that cart with the 2 girls.
By himself. Pulling a 4-man cart by himself.
He's
I know.
not moving fast
No,
And
he's
he's using
dedicated
his
to his
dash.
job.
to try and, yeah. 4 of them definitely made it easier. One of them, it's rough on him, but he's trying. I'm assuming that you guys are going to catch up, throw some bolts,
Yeah.
get the girls.
Yep.
We can narrate through that.
Cool. Bring the cart back with us.
Yeah.
I
sure.
put my daughter in the cart. She's locked forever. Don't you ever run away like that again.
Locked, you stop, you little shit. Okay, so
Into the
technically at
bag of
this
holding
point,
you go.
You have the 3 carts that you have, the 3 carts to the northeast that the leader in his group had.
We
The
took
one that was
one of the carts apart.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, 2 carts.
Yeah.
And then you come back with a cart. This way, there's 2 more. 5 minutes out, basically, where Rem was fighting the people by himself. Baron makes it back. Girls make it back. Baron he was down, so he does have a lot of exhaustion, unfortunately, as well as Avars. But you have this guy tied up, pretty scorched up. But you've collected the girls, you protected the NPCs, and they didn't kill anybody outright. So that's pretty good, I would say. What are you guys doing?
I think I can cast the Zone of Truth.
Okay.
So it lasts for 10 minutes and it's in a 15-foot radius.
Mm-hmm. You can center it around him if you want to. Like, he's tied up.
Correct.
Very
So I
well
can
at this
center it
point.
around him.
Yeah.
I'm not one to be sitting here questioning. I'd prefer to go around making sure everyone's okay and healing.
Yeah, you're
So
concentrating
would
on
like
this and
to-
healing people.
Take the baton of questioning, I can cast my zone of truth and deal with other people.
Oh, burn your spell.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody wanted to investigate or interrogate this guy.
Yep, sure do.
Zone of truth.
Putting the
Means that I have
manacles
to
on
tell
him.
the truth. He knows that he's in the zone of truth. People inside the zone of truth know, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you can put manacles, shackles, all that good stuff on him.
But you don't have to torture him to get in. I mean, I guess he could not speak, but he has to speak the truth.
I also don't
So-
want him to like tear out of the ropes.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say
I'm
that
gonna-
that's all happened before you zone of truth, so you have as much time as you want.
I want to gather his more than 5 spears and count them.
He had 6 in his pack, plus the 2 that were launched at you.
Okay.
And
They're basically +1 spears. But he's a strong fucking boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the injured and the girls inside to see the NPCs. Especially because I don't want the girls to see whatever's just about to happen.
You can mark down those spears if you want them. Plus, however many spears these guys have, as many as you need, basically. 10 apiece.
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
glad I spent time making them.
What, right. Downtime during a long rest. They had them if they needed them. Now you got extras.
Yep.
And you have a fuck ton extra carts to be able to
We
load
sure
them up
do.
on if you want.
Sure do.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Um,
Should have added more baddies.
don't make them come on carts.
One more time, I'm sorry.
Don't make them come on carts.
Well, accurate, but hey, carts got them to you. They need the cart to heal people.
Is this guy conscious?
Yeah, he's conscious.
He's got 1 hit point. Alright.
Yeah.
So
Great. I'll make sure to bring him down to 0, and then bring him back up, and then bring him down to 0, and then bring him back up.
How are you bringing him down to 0 and then bringing him back up?
We'll see. We'll see what I have planned. So,
Alright.
how did this guy find out about this place? Why did he come here?
Since the marsh made it easier to get around, we thought we'd explore to see if there was anybody for taking.
And where are you from?
From the mountains, from the spine.
How dare you?
Just the spine. It's a good fucking name though, man.
It's a great name for a mountain range. You kidding me?
You're a thief too.
From what?
Listen, we know.
Most of my references you don't even understand. They're originals. All originals.
Same, yeah.
Okay, how far away is it?
The mountain range at this point, it's
Or wherever
6 days.
the hell he's from.
Yeah, like it was going to be a lot longer. It was going to be like the 12 days because it was difficult terrain, but 6 days to the mountain range,
Okay.
where you guys were headed.
How many
basically
people-
the border of France and Spain.
How many people are at this camp?
Lips.
That's where my brother keeps his group. There's several bandit platoons out or in at a time. Numbers beyond this group.
How about an actual number there, bud? I know you can count to at least 20.
Let me double check the wording of this fucking spell cube. Zone of truth. Maybe.
I mean, would this big hulking man know this spell? And
It's
and its
what
nuances.
it's what it stops him from being able to say. Like he's still gonna try and like not tell the outright truth. Like he's has to tell the truth, but he doesn't have to tell the whole truth. I believe. Range the point.
He can't lie to you, is pretty
Right.
much what it
That's,
means.
yeah, that's what it means.
Creature. and thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie, such as a creature can be evasive in its answers as it remains within boundaries of truth. So yeah, numbers beyond this numbers beyond my counting ability is what he says, which is the truth.
Cool. Where's everyone else? NPCs, kids, all that stuff.
NPCs are in the hole unless you want them to come out. Kids are wherever you'd like them.
Deeper in the
I
hole.
brought them.
PCs wherever you guys want.
They're deeper in the hole.
Okay. Yeah, you can send them in. The old lady helps also. She gives them little good berries from the relic and helps heal them up a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna Thorn Whip him, and then Izzy's going to Healing Word him back.
Does Healing Word take a spell slot?
Nope.
Okay.
Nor does Thorn Whip.
Yep.
So I'm gonna tear his skin apart.
Okay.
I asked for a number.
Screams are heard inside the cave, but
I mean,
he
they've heard
answers again.
screaming all day.
right. It's still like the people inside can also hear this. Further in, it echoes just a little bit, but I'm just giving you a heads up. He reiterates, like, I can't count that high. Numbers beyond this.
How many were with you today?
Or 6, 20-ish.
Okay. And there are all the groups the same size as yours?
Mine's a little bit larger.
Yours is a little larger?
Mine and my
Nice.
brother's.
Okay. And how many groups are there?
Haven't seen them all in the same place at the same time, but
But you know who comes in and out.
tens.
Okay. And what are the ways through... there's a fucking name for the mountain range between France and Spain. Like an actual
Yeah,
term
they
for
just
it.
call it the spine.
Right.
Yeah. It's a more neutral, common term.
Yeah. What are the various ways through the spine other than past where you live?
You can go along the coast. That's pretty treacherous. I think. You can go through the gates, or you can go over.
So he said coast,
Coast, through, or over.
and through is by his people.
So is over. So is coast.
So they have control over a like 400-mile stretch of mountain range.
As much control as we can. We're on top of the mountain, so we can see people approaching.
Do you have optics?
Don't know that word. We can see.
Can
people
you look into a
from the
piece of
top of the
glass and see farther than your eyeball would?
Yes.
How much farther?
I mean, with the height, especially since everything dried up here, we can see to the horizon. So like when we were up on the lighthouse, we could see 14 miles out. They're up on the mountain. They can see even further out.
Okay. You guys have any questions? Or I'll just keep going.
Keep going.
You're doing great.
Like, he's a brute. He's a dumb Middle Ages guy. Not a lot of learning.
That's fine. Still lived a life.
Yeah, he's answering as best as he can. while getting fucking slashed and then revived every fucking
What's
in between each attack or answer.
What's your favorite memory of the last week?
Dining with my brothers.
These are your blood brothers or your fraternal brothers?
Both.
Okay. And would you say your brothers are what you hold dearest? Or would you kill
I don't know
them in
about-
an instant?
I wouldn't kill them in an instant. I mean, we protect each other. They protect me. I find them dear, I guess.
Okay. What's something that you hope they will never find out about?
One of my secrets.
Do you care if you live?
Doesn't seem like you care if I live.
Why is that? You're talking.
Yeah, and then I get slashed. And then I get revived.
That happened once. You were on fire. We could have just let you go that horrible, horrible way.
Then you wouldn't have gotten information from me.
I mean, you haven't really given us much.
More than you had.
So you don't care about dying?
Bud, I'm tied up. I can't fight my way out of this. Couldn't die in battle, so give me the dishonorable death.
I'm gonna walk
My
over
brother will
to.
do the same to you.
I'm gonna walk over to Izzy and kind of whisper amongst ourselves for a little bit.
He can't hear this.
Yep. Do you guys have anything you want to ask?
We could probably ask, is there a way to get around the mountains? Well, I guess without, like...
Coast over or through.
Yeah.
I would say that the other, 3, 4 players, would probably have questions they'd want to ask.
Okay.
So maybe they could ask them
In chat
in between. Yeah. Outside of that, once this Zone of Truth is done and we're done with questions and follow-ups, I'm gonna stick one of his spears at like a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna stick one of his spears really far down deep in the dirt, as far as it'll go, with the help of magic and everything, right on the edge of that endless crevice.
Okay, so you're gonna take him north, the mile to like the crack.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna.
I'm assuming Izzy and Grem and whatnot can help you.
Yep. We're gonna retie him to this spear. Take the manacles off. He's still tied to the spear. Just, I'm not gonna lose my manacles. And then we're just gonna bend the spear almost until the dirt doesn't hold him anymore, and then we'll leave.
Okay. So there's 7 spears left that you have of that kind. Cool.
I'm gonna leave a note in his bindings.
Okay.
Is he from the White Hands, or is he from this like bear group?
So yeah, if this is one of the questions that you ask him.
Yeah.
He is from the Ebony Claws. They do work with the White Hand. They actually take people from this area up to the White Hand as kind of an auxiliary group that works together.
Okay. Who does he hate? Other than me.
Right. Like hate the most?
It's not what I asked.
Oh, just who does he hate? He would hate. He hates the zealots, the crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
He also tells you that they take the people, same as the White Hand up there, and the White Hand uses them as an offering to Eden. But that's as much as he knows about that.
Like what kind of offering? Like
I don't know, man.
are they just worth? Is it
They
like a
say it's an
religious
offering
thing?
for Eden. Us giving them the people we find. They give us weapons. They give us people. You know, a little trade here and there. They give us food.
Who's us? Or who's
The
they?
brothers.
Who's they? I'm sorry.
They is the White Hand. Us is the Ebony Claw.
Okay. And White Hand offers slaves to Eden.
They
As tribute.
yes.
Okay. Is Eden past the White Claw territory?
Oh yeah, yeah. Eden is
I'm asking him.
Jerusalem. Yeah.
So the White Claws go all the way out to Jerusalem.
Or the White Hands. Yeah.
Sorry, my internet dropped.
You're good.
What'd you say?
The White Hands. They do. It sounds like go to Eden. If they're
Did I call
giving
them White
offerings.
Claws?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The law with the claw.
Yep. Sure, there sure aren't any laws. Okay. I will use magical tinkering to inscribe an image onto a piece of parchment that has the image of the helmet of the head crusader when they came and burned that town, that innocent town down. Image of that helmet with kind of like a sigil stamp of the crusaders, whatever they have on their shields, on the other side. Roll that up, put it in his bindings.
Is that as a attempt to like say the Crusaders did it?
Yeah, we've been here, or like this is the fate you'll meet.
Okay.
I'll write that in French.
Yeah. Cool. That happens.
Sorry. Is he saying that the White Claws are like a religious group?
White Hands.
Yeah, they can be the White Claws. That's fine. That makes it easier. White Claws and then Ebony Claws. But yeah, the White Claws. It sounds like take the slaves that they acquire as an offering to Jerusalem. From what he says of what he knows.
Are the Ebony Claws a religious
It doesn't
organization?
seem like either of the groups are specifically religious groups.
Okay.
They're banditos, banderinos kind of thing. Murderers and slavers.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll walk back to the group.
Okay. That dude definitely has multiple levels of exhaustion. If you would like him to have multiple, so he can just
Yeah,
expire
I'll bring
if
him
he
up to
doesn't
like
fall in.
4. I'll
Bring him up to 4.
4.
I think it's 6 is death.
6 is
so,
dead, yeah.
So if he goes a day without eating, that would be 1, and then the next day he would die.
Cool.
Cool. I think that'd be like a fine enough place to end it. I don't know if anybody had any last minute stuff.
I do have some last minute things, but
Sure.
I will let you guys go if you have last minute things first.
Nope.
I want to make sure that everyone heals up first.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you go
I
around
know
and-
a lot of spells were used.
So
Also, if we gotta hunt, we're doing that.
right. So Avars is gonna
I'm
drop.
sorry, that part broke up for me.
Sorry. If we need a hunt, we're doing that. You know.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to spend the rest of the day hunting or doing whatever, you can definitely do that.
Sure.
Avars has some bombs to drop, but I am going to talk to Izzy on the way back about it.
Okay.
And then throughout the day or night or whatever time it is, the rest of this day that we're staying here, I'm going to pull out people one by one, and just kind of take a walk with them and talk to them about things.
Like NPCs or PCs?
No, just PCs.
Okay. Sure. So you guys are gonna stay another night here at Short Rest at the Mangrove. The lady's fine with that. If you. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I'm not giving her a choice. I'm not asking.
She's cool with it. Like you just saved them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like, yeah. After staying here for a week, she's cool with it.
Cool. Ida, let's take a walk.
Sure.
You've been praying recently.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone responded? Have you heard anything back?
I haven't heard anything, but there are actions that line up with my prayers.
Okay. I'm a man who doesn't exist very much in the abstract, so apologies for not fully understanding. But I would implore you to ask whoever you're talking to about Eden. Because we maybe should avoid it. How do you feel about
I
that?
can ask. But this is where I've been sent to go.
Who sent you?
My people.
What is your purpose?
My people are dying. I need to save my people.
How?
I need a restart. And Eden is the place where I can restart.
Maybe this word means something else in your language. What do you mean by restart?
My culture is being overtaken, and I need to save it.
Are you raising an army?
And I can't do it in my home. There are people like the Crusaders that came and decimated us. And so I was sent out to save whatever I could from my culture.
Were you told anything about Eden, or just where it was?
Just where it was. I heard that it was a safe haven.
I've heard the same. Though that belief has been shattered tonight. Did you ever make anyone powerful in your people angry? Maybe you were the strongest among your people when these others showed up to erase you? Were you
One
well
of them.
known by the enemies?
I'm not entirely sure if my enemies are the ones that are here on this land, but it seems like they came from here.
I see. Well,
I am no enemy to you, I assure you.
no. You have proven that many times over. Of all the people here, I have the least doubts about you. Yeah. Don't bring this up to anyone else. But I'll be gathering some of us up to talk about this more.
Of course. And I can ask my deities.
Yeah, see if you ever get a response. I'll go find Kat. Meow.
Okay, you there?
Yeah, you there? Are you muted?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Sorry, the puppy was snoring really loudly. I got him quiet.
Oh, you're good. Let's go on a walk.
Alright.
After a few minutes. Why are you going to Eden?
Well, to bring others to safety and to help along the way.
How'd you find out about it?
I mean, there were many whispers amongst the abbey that I lived in. But once I started traveling...
Yeah.
Well, yes, at first. But once I started traveling, more stories arose, and if I can help people get to a better place, then that's what I need to do. So once I can find it myself, I hope to be able to come back and bring more.
What makes you so sure it's a better place?
I don't know. That's why I'm going.
Find out for yourself. First.
Right.
Okay. Does Kat pray to a god, or is it more just like a general...
No.
thing?
Even though she grew up in an abbey, she doesn't quite believe in it all.
Okay. So no religion whatsoever?
No, but her kind of cleric part is this kind of call to duty to help others.
Sure. Okay.
So,
What would you need to know that this place is real and is as good as we need it to be?
some sort of proof, I don't know in what form.
Humor me. Imagine for a moment. What small or medium or large thing would you need to know to quell any doubts you may have? If you were
Well,
to have
initially
any.
I wanted to go myself and be able to see it with my own eyes. I would hope that maybe perhaps I would meet someone who's been there, but if Eden is as good as it is, then what makes you think they'd come back?
So they don't come back.
Not that I'm aware. And I mean, if it is a place as marvelous as it is, then why would you?
Why would you? I'm gonna write that down in my notebook. Then I'll go back to asking her, what would have to happen for you to not believe in it anymore? Opposite side of the same question, if you will.
I think, again, proof that it's...
What kind of proof? Like, of course, proof.
I think stories are often exaggerated and fabricated and thus cannot quite be trusted.
This is wise.
But if cumulatively they spoke the same story, then it would be hard to dispute it.
Is this fair? Oral tradition, if you will.
Tis
Faith
that.
almost.
I have had my faith shattered today. Could be overthinking, but you know, time will tell. I may not be so sure that we should go to Eden anymore. But I am not confident enough in that decision to really fully commit to it just yet. But I do want to share these feelings with you. You seem trustworthy. You can make anyone speak the truth kind of whenever you want, so it seems legit. Also should be speaking in a Russian accent this whole time, but I'm not.
Translated. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All subtitles.
Asterisk in Russian.
It's all Cyrillic subtitles.
So I wasn't there when you were questioning the prisoner, as you will.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that has shaken your faith?
The first set of slavers, in fact, all of the slavers prior to this bunch, take several of the people they capture and give them as an offering to Eden, which disgusts the other slavers in this region.
Like a deity? An offering?
That could be one reason, but what do you do with offerings in a religious setting?
Well, obviously, but...
How do you offer to a deity something physical?
So then that is their beliefs, that Eden is not just a place, but something more.
No. Eden is most definitely a place. It's those who are in Eden, what are they actually? You tell me that no one's come back from Eden. I find out that people are being fed to Eden against their will. How would that make you feel? Putting those two facts next to each other.
Having spent so much time around those in faith, I know that they often do things that are difficult to understand. And they don't know what to do with things that are hard to understand. So I can easily see how a place such as Eden, if it is a place as Eden, would cause them to almost worship it in such a way.
Do you ever think faiths can go too far for your own comfortabilities. They
Oh,
may
most
not see it as too far, but
Most definitely. But do we distrust fire, even though others may praise it? Or
I
the
praise it.
seasons? Or thunder itself? It's not those that praise it that make it who it is. Unless, perhaps, this is the answer that they have come to. But perhaps it doesn't define what Eden it is itself.
unless you are the one offered up to it.
Well, of course, that's not ideal.
What about
But
what about children? Can they be offered? What about my children?
no, of course not. I'm not saying anyone should be offered. I'm saying that we cannot expect that Eden is asking for this without knowing more.
I agree. I do not wish to jump to conclusions, but I also do not like to be surprised either.
Agreed. And I'm glad you've shared this with me.
Do not share this with the others. I will gather us all together. Maybe in a couple days. Probably before the mountains. But until then, think about what we've talked about here.
I will.
I look forward to your insights. I do not wish to worry about this alone. And I appreciate you listening. Okay, thanks.
No.
Bye.
You just leave her out there.
Yeah, I'm
You,
just like
sprint
backing
back.
away as I'm saying this, and then turns around and runs.
The classic Batman without the without any cover, a way to escape. He's just like,
Yeah, he shoots a
gone.
grappling hook straight up into open sky.
Holds his cloak in
leaving.
front of him. I can't
Yeah.
see you. You can't see me.
I'm out.
Just ducks behind a tree.
There you go. And then I'll do the same with all the other PCs.
Cool.
We can either do mini sessions because it definitely comes off weird over text.
Right.
Or we can just save it.
Start the beginning of next session for
Okay.
that if you'd like. During the catch up,
We'll just
you
do
can
like the
wrap
whole
them into
group
all this
meeting.
info.
Yeah.
Right.
For Ida and I,
Tell
do
them
we
what happened.
realize you're having this conversation with all of us PCs? Because you did say don't share it with anyone.
I did
But-
say don't share it with anyone.
Okay.
That's up to you how you wanna.
This is true.
Yeah, you can
Because
go
I'm
behind
out
the
walking
back if
with
you want.
another person for
Right.
probably an hour or more.
Mhm.
Now my question is, are you doing the same with your daughter and wife?
Maybe. Do you want to stick around and see what I do?
I think I'll be keeping an eye. I mean, I have been keeping an eye on you since you struck down a child.
And when I saved all of our asses, like the session before. And when I brought Izzy back from the dead. And...
Oh, I'm still watching.
Okay.
I'm not judging, just accumulating information.
Okay.
I would like to go around and heal people. So,
Sure.
people, tell me who needs healing.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you can burn you can do any healing that you want. Tonight, long rest is one, or short rest is one night, long rest is a week. 2 people in the party currently have a level of exhaustion.
And how do we remedy that in this world?
Long rest remedies a
full
level
week?
of exhaustion. Correct.
Cool.
So you can either push forward or
Yeah, I'm not sticking
post
around.
up But posting up is
You'll have to tell
the crack is to the north at some point.
you'll have
You
to
would
tell
expect another
Matas
group to
he
show up.
gains exhaustion while he was gone.
I
Okay.
sure will.
Ida, how many points down are you?
I have 31 and I'm at 16.
Okay. Avar's.
I'm fully healed, so is Izzy.
Okay. Baron.
Honestly, everyone's fully healed because he can just keep doing healing word until everyone's healed.
Right.
That's true. That is
So the
true.
things that would be missing are like spell slots, unless you regain them during a short rest.
Heal. I regain them in 4 days, so I have a whole nother cycle. I'm just special like that. But I also
and over the sorry.
Go ahead. No, go for it.
Over the course of however long it takes for my deities to respond to me, I will be praying almost every day.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
We'll do that through like chat in between.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you guys are planning on staying. If it's just the night or whatever.
I only need the
like
rest of the
one
night.
big prayer a day would be the situation.
Sounds good.
I don't plan on staying another week, but if the group decides to stay another week, I've got plenty of things I could be doing during that week.
Yeah. Okay, well I guess I'll
Kinda
just
don't think
heal
we should stay
myself
another
with my
week.
hit points.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Oh, I get like 10 extra hit points a day, so nobody wants any. I'll just take them for myself.
Easy.
Please? Hello?
That's why I was asking. I can. Well, see, this is why I'm asking. Okay, I can give you 2 right now, and then you were down what 5?
I'm down at like 15.
Hey, here's
Wait.
7. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Here's another 8.
There you go.
Here's 4. Healing word
Bada bing, bada boom,
is
I'm back up.
so fucking broken. It's so damn broken.
Definitely helps though.
Wait, how do you
It's
have healing
so
word as a
broken.
cantrip?
Honestly, who the fuck
Right.
let that one
Like,
out of R&D? Are you
Healing
kidding
word
me?
for me is a level
Right.
1 spell.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
it's-
bard thing, I think, right?
No, it should definitely be a cleric cantrip.
Mhm.
100%.
It's not.
It is.
But I have some pretty cool cantrips. It's not.
I'm looking at it right now.
It's most definitely not.
I will send
It's
you the
probably a
image.
bard cantrip.
I believe it's also I think it's like a few people's.
I'm literally looking at it at first level spells right now. In 5e.
Was it first level or is it cantrip?
I have
Could
it
be-
as first level.
It can be a first level spell, but it's a cantrip. Cleric. Cantrip. Wow. Wait, so
Wow,
then,
what?
wait.
Wow, what?
Is Izzy wrong?
Wow, what?
Healing
you're
word
right.
is a level 1 evocation, it says.
I know.
He's wrong.
Aha!
You know what's really funny though? He helped me put my sheet together.
That's alright. We're all warming up to
Right.
a different system.
He was the one that was like, that's a level 1 spell. And then he gave it to himself as a cantrip. So,
When you cast a spell using a slot of second level or higher, you
It
can
goes up,
increase it,
yeah.
but it is healing word is a first level spell.
Okay.
So those take slots.
but I do have.
So it's less broken than we thought.
Yeah, in that case, I will happily take your healings.
Heals instead, yeah. Burn what he would have needed to like res you from 0 off of him, unfortunately.
Oh no, that's fine. That is
but
fully
yeah, I'm not
necessary.
gonna. Don't, yeah,
But I'm not gonna.
if you have like
I'm not gonna
extra
be like-
healing that doesn't burn everybody's shit, yeah.
Hey, Izzy, glad you're back. You can't cast spells.
100.
You can't cast spells
Well,
for a week.
I mean, this is the thing that's kind of nice is like because I regen like every 4 days, I'm not as like stingy. So okay, I'm fully up to health. I gave 2 points to Ida. I have, let's see, 3 small healing potions, and I can do a few spells. So, who needs what? To tie up loose ends.
You're probably pretty bad, right?
Marty.
Yeah, I'm at like 6. In that case.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will do. Why do I only have small healing potions?
If you have,
Damn you, Evan.
if you have 10 a day, you can heal me at the start of the next
Tomorrow,
day.
That's true.
which could work. Yeah.
That's true. I do.
And
I
you
do.
know it's a 6-day trek to
Yeah.
the mountain, and you know you guys have your your
Hit dice. Yeah.
I think it's
Mhm.
probably smart of you to save those until you have to.
Yeah.
Right.
You got
What,
the time
hit
with,
dice?
like,
How do hit
Yeah,
dice
hit
work in
dice.
this?
so you get your hit dice equal to your
For a
level.
long rest?
Per long rest.
Gotcha.
So if you, I think you'd have 4 total.
I got it
maybe
from
a
there.
couple of
Yep.
different things. Yeah.
Cool.
Fill it in loosely for the other young ones.
Yeah.
Right? God damn it. How do I know? Because I think it changes. I might possibly actually have more than 10 hit points a day,
No worries.
but I have to figure out.